fuck you doing?
Remember that name, Good Pizza with 3 Z's, baby, 3 Z's.
What's up, pizza fam? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Yo, check this out. This week, the East Coast is back in the building. We got the homie Jimmy the Green Giant. We did a fly interview over the THC Lounge over in Manhattan. It was super dope. Listen, the most nutritious and delicious Seamoss Sorbet, Jimmy the Green Giant, NYC, Good Pizza. See you on the show.
Jimmy, thanks for meeting with me, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
My brother.
Long time coming, man.
Yo, this has been in the works for a minute.
Yeah. Actually, a year. We were just talking about this. Actually, a year since we met in Washington Square Park. We even got a little video with you. And here we are, a year later. And fucking hey, man.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's a beautiful thing. It's good pizza.
You know, we were just talking about New York and how the culture here is just so, it's thriving here.
Yeah.
It's really thriving here. The lounges, beautiful spots like this. You know, we in THC Museum, top
shout
floor.
out THC Museum, man.
Shout out THC Museum, you know, 5 floors here. Just had crazy art installations.
Yeah.
Big homie Sess did a crazy piece in here. We're gonna go check that out in a little bit, but shout out to Greg, Sour Cat Jack.
Hell yeah.
Providing this space, man. Big things.
Hell yeah,
Big
bro.
things.
Yeah, it's unmatched, bro. Like, look at all California's here, bro. Hippie Hill's not happening this year. It's fucking crazy, bro. Like, literally everything shifted. And I seen it with Spain, bro. With Cannabis this year, like, that was like the hub of worldwide cannabis, right? And now you got New York is like, I feel like the new hub for United States cannabis, bro. Like this doesn't exist in California, a building like this with like this kind of vibes, bro. Not even close, bro.
And the amount of people in one area.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Like when there's an event in LA, you got people.
Yeah, NorCal, SoCal, Central Valley.
But when you got, you know, SAC events, it's different.
Yeah, it's
Everybody's
only NorCal.
not
It's
so
damn near
close.
only NorCal. You know what I'm saying? Here is like.
So check this out, right? Because I've been thinking about this. Like 3 years ago, 3 420s ago, when it like right before it came legal, it was popping here. I had Seamoss ice pops. It was going crazy here. And that was a very big year for Cali to come here.
Yeah.
Astor Club did their rooftop party. I don't know if you were here for that, but then
I was.
But like there was a great amount of people here. It was cool to see.
It's like the first year everybody came out, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then last year it was like times 10.
Yeah.
And it was everybody was out here. Like Washington Square Park was insane. Like that brings us to where we met last year, right?
Yeah.
And now like this year, I feel like because of how impactful Cannabis just was, now not only do you have all of Cali here, now you got Europe here.
Yep.
You got European players
That's
here.
a fact, bro.
So it's like, now you're like, I'm just watching it. I'm just watching the movie, man. I'm a fan of the culture, you know what I mean, first and foremost.
Definitely, bro. Definitely.
You know,
Europe's definitely here, bro. I just interviewed Terps Army yesterday.
That's
you know what I'm saying? I had a European interview yesterday in New York. You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, crazy. You know, I'm having conversations last night in this room with people, and I'm like, never talked to people with so many accents right now. You know, like,
right. Yeah.
I'm like, where are you
crazy.
from? You know, a homie's from Spain, but he's got an Irish accent, and I'm like, yo,
dude.
Where are y'all?
What is going on right now?
Yeah,
for real.
And we're in New York, a place where like, you know, I grew up here. I grew up out in Long Island.
Yeah.
You know, I started smoking weed at like 11, 12.
Okay.
And I grew up on Long Island, but.
Is it on Long Island or in Long Island?
Yo, it's funny because I catch myself lately, and I'm like, I would say it's on Long Island.
I would say on as well.
I would say
I get on a plane. No, I get in a plane. I don't get on the plane. Let Evel Knievel get on the plane.
Right,
I'll get in the plane.
But you know, I started coming into the city skateboarding and shit.
Oh, word, me too, bro. Hell
at like 12 years old.
Yes, bro.
And like I remember me and
Hold on, you skated at the banks?
Of course.
We fucked around skating together when we was kids, bro, and didn't even know it.
Probably.
That's crazy, bro.
So check this out, right? At 6 years old, I got into skateboarding, I would say, when I got into Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Because Michelangelo skateboarded.
You damn right,
that was
dude.
some cool shit.
Hell yeah,
and my
bro.
first board was a Ninja Turtle board. It was
sick.
I was like, probably, 3, 4 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And when I was 6, in my town, there was this spot called Pitch and Putt.
Okay.
And it was like, big athletic dome type thing.
Yeah.
And they had 3 batting cages, and indoor mini golf.
Okay.
And they had this little area where they had like a quarter pipe, a bank, a box, and a rail.
Oh, sick. That's all you need when you're a
Super
kid.
minimal, right?
Yeah, that's all you need.
And I would go there, and I guess my pops saw an ad in the paper that homie who had the building was renting out. They were getting rid of the mini golf.
Okay.
So they had that open space. So my pops was like, "You can take these couple ramps, I'll build some more ramps, and we'll have a skate park."
Oh, sick. Your pops got involved with that?
At 6 years
Oh,
old, I
nice,
had a
bro.
skate park, Northport Pipeline.
Let's fucking go, dog.
It was wild,
Shout out
right?
to your pops.
So, yeah,
That was a good move.
Shout out to mom and pops for sure for that, because
Yeah,
that was,
cool,
that
man.
was a huge, possibly the biggest impact of my life, because that introduced me to, skateboarding brought me to hip hop culture, graffiti, like that whole, break dancing and shit.
Bro.
Like, I remember I was taking breakdance lessons and shit at the YMCA at like, 8 years old.
Yeah, that's
type
some
shit,
that's some 80s, 90s shit for sure.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was cool, but that skate park introduced me to a lot of people.
Nice, bro.
Yeah, I met a lot of people through that. A lot of big homies, and skateboarding really made the introduction into even weed culture, because it's like I remember being a kid and seeing homies smoking joints and smoking bowls and shit, and that was how I got into it. So, fast forward, I always had a big homie, and, one of the homies, he always smoked and had weed on the table and shit. And, if I was up in Vermont staying at his crib, he would, because he was the big homie, like, nah, you can't smoke, you're too young, you know what I mean? Like, don't touch my shit.
Yeah.
And I remember he went upstairs one night, and I was watching Kids.
Oh, man.
I was watching Kids, and one of my favorite movies, even above Kids, is Fresh.
Fresh was ill.
Fresh is an ill
was
movie.
ill.
If you ain't ever seen Fresh, that's a classic.
Yeah,
right there.
Fresh was ill.
And he went upstairs, he went to sleep, and I was like, I grabbed a bong, and the noise of like the blow, blow, blow. Like, I was like, oh shit, he's gonna hear me.
Yeah. You got paranoid.
I got paranoid, I put it down, and then I remember like packing a little bowl, smoking it, and like, people say they don't get high their first time. Like,
Yeah, a lot of
how
people.
you feel about that?
I didn't.
You
But
did?
I don't think I knew how to inhale, bro. I was 11. And I didn't know what
remember
the fuck
being
I was doing.
smacked sitting there. Like, I remember coughing into a pillow.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid he was going to hear me. And then, like, I just remember sitting back watching the movie, like, I was definitely high.
Yeah. Some people, no. Some people do get high. Like, I asked that. It comes out every show. It's damn near 50-50, bro.
Yeah.
Maybe a little leaning towards not getting high. But I think we were just little fucking idiots that didn't know how to inhale, bro.
You just don't know.
Like, I barely know how to smoke a cigarette.
I mean,
nor should I have been. It was the fucking 90s, though. What are you gonna do?
I mean, here's the thing. Like, obviously we both advocates for the plant and all that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I do feel like for a young mind, I do feel like we started
way too early.
way too
fuck
young.
Yeah, I believe. I agree with you, bro.
I don't think kids should be smoking really until
16 at least.
16.
Bro.
I was just gonna say 16 at least. I mean they put that 18 on it. You know what I mean? But like
It's almost too late, bro, because you can get in trouble.
right.
Starting late, like late bloomers
Right.
get in trouble in their adult life.
Well, that's why people get in trouble now, because you got people that are doing shit. I hear people doing shit in their 30s, 40s, 50s that I'm like, damn, I did that when I was like 16.
You dig?
Like, you just finding these things?
Yeah.
You just experimenting now?
Bro.
Like,
so you take a little abuse on the front end, the body gets beat up a little on the
Right.
front, but on the back end, you got
It's
more game for the real
game.
world.
And
you know
I'll
what I'm
take
saying?
the game all day, because
Yeah,
like
bro.
for real, I'm blessed because I really went through shit young. I
same.
experienced, I did my, drugs and shit. I hustled and, drank. I remember like,
All that.
dude, by the time I was 21, I was like,
Eh.
alcohol? Like,
Whatever.
y'all want to go get drunk?
That was
Like,
fun.
Like, yeah, like I've been drinking cases of MGD 22s
Yeah,
and
yeah.
shit since I was like 13, you know?
Fuck yeah, bro.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's another thing too recently, like, when you're young, I used to be able to drink a whole case of MGD 22s.
That's
If you
terrible.
gave me a case of water, I wouldn't be able to drink
Yeah.
it. Like, I could barely
Ain't that
get through a
something?
couple of
Ain't that
these.
something? What's
like,
that
where'd you put all that liquid?
Bro,
You know? And
Yeah, it's wild,
and
bro.
alcohol too, like.
did you stop drinking?
I'll
Or, like,
drink on a
socially?
rare occasion, I'll
Yeah.
have like a glass of some good tequila,
Same here, on the rocks, yeah.
or
I'm a tequila guy now.
or some nice wine.
Yeah.
You know, I'll definitely indulge in a little wine with a nice meal. You know.
Yeah, man. You know what's a trip about that, bro? When you don't drink and you go out and get drunk, it's actually fun because you don't drink. And they're like, wow, this is fucking fun. I'm all goofy and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like a happy drunk. You
Yeah.
know? This is fucking. I remember.
You're like
that.
a little
I remember
glass
this.
of wine. You're like, ooh, I'm
Woo,
a little loose.
joint. Oh,
I'm good.
shit.
Yeah. Nah, I'm with it.
You know
I'm
what I
with
mean? Yeah, man.
I'm with it.
But yeah, man. I know we kind of started diving into the childhood, man. Let's keep that vibe going before we get into the Jimmy the Green Giant chapter of your life, bro. So you're skateboarding as a kid, right? What was like the high school experience like? Like what were you into? You in sports? You like skateboarding, stealing cars? What you was on?
Wow.
Yeah,
You tell them the story?
Sorry, bro. I'm just fishing. See what we got.
So, you know, I got a son, 7.5 years old.
Oh, God bless.
Thank you. You know, shout out to him.
Shout out to him, man.
That's my guy right there.
Hell yeah.
It's my son. I spell it too, S-U-N, all the time.
His son, because he shine like one.
Yeah, you know, that's my light, my energy source right there, you know? And, you know, so he's into sports now. And like, you know, as a kid when I was younger, I tried everything.
Yeah.
I would say into like middle school is when I started getting serious. I was like really playing, I played basketball as a kid.
Did you?
Loved basketball.
Nice.
Really, before
Were you any good?
Pre-middle school. I was nice with it. We went to the championships this year. We had a crazy year. And then
Oh, sick.
my coach had a heart attack like right after
fuck,
the
man.
fucking like championship game.
Damn, bro.
And like none of
Took
us
him out?
really like played after that, you know, it was just
Yeah.
weird. But and I got into other things.
Yeah.
Football was big in middle school.
Okay.
Lacrosse was my shit consistently.
Okay.
Like I played lacrosse from like probably like 2nd grade up to like 8th grade.
Nice.
And I was nasty at lacrosse. My coach damn near cried because I was in 8th grade and I was like, I just want to skateboard and smoke weed, man.
You feel me?
I was like,
So much more fun.
it's so much more fun. I'm like, and it was like real clicky too, because I was in a town where it was East Northport and Northport. East Northport was more like lower middle class, you know what I mean? And Northport was like rich kids.
Gotcha.
And
Gotcha.
for the most part, you know.
No doubt.
Because one of my best friends, Dan's from Northport.
Okay.
He was far from that, but
No doubt.
you know, he struggled just like I did. But
For sure.
but it was just real clicky, you know, like it was all like, you know, jockey kid. And that wasn't
Yeah.
my style. I liked
Yeah,
the
yeah.
sport, but I just didn't really vibe with like the kids.
Yeah, you weren't like a locker room guy.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
wasn't. Like I'm not like a bro. I always say that.
Yeah.
Like I'm not like don't bro. I don't got no brothers, you know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like
yeah.
my homies, we had clear homie man boundary.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
no doubt. I feel it.
But so lacrosse up until like 8th grade, and then like after that, like I was skating, hustling, smoking,
Yeah.
chilling. Yeah,
Yeah.
a car might have gotten stolen.
Yeah,
It wasn't me, you know.
Hey.
You know, in like middle school type shit. Going into high school, I only really got into like 10th grade. I went to I was doing tech class for welding.
Okay.
So little backstory. So my grandfather owned bridge painting company.
Okay. Wow.
And my pops
Shady.
bridge painting. Yeah, my pops was bridge painting. Bridges, water towers, crazy shit. Since like he started doing that when I was like probably 2, 3.
That's wild, man.
And you know, he was in the union, and so I was I saw an opportunity to take welding in
Sure.
high school. So I was like, all right, I like welding.
It's a good trade.
I was nasty at welding.
Word.
Nasty.
It's a good
at
thing to
welding.
know.
Like I'm still certified, like where I could probably pick. Like I haven't welded in forever, but I could probably pick
Yeah.
it up. It's like riding a bike. You know
For
what I mean?
sure.
That shit is fire. I loved welding, but I was only going to tech, and then I wasn't going back to school.
Got you.
Like you were supposed to take the bus, go to tech, and then
Do
come
both.
back and go to
Got
your
it.
classes. And I was like, why would I do that?
Yeah.
I'm cool. I welded
Yeah,
today.
this is great. This is great.
We're
done here.
I was hustling. I was selling weed to all the kids in the fucking tech class from
Oh,
other
fuck
towns and
yeah.
shit. I was
Fuck
like,
yeah. Oh, it's the best.
I made money
Now
today.
you tapping
I learned
other
how to
towns?
weld.
Yeah.
I had fun. I'm good. Why would I go in this building?
What are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Yeah.
Plus the principal and all the teachers, like everybody knew I smoked weed in high school.
Yeah. Did you have dreads for that back then?
I didn't.
Okay,
I
for
didn't.
sure.
No, I was like super short fade, you know what I mean?
For sure.
Fucking do-rag, G-Unit clothes.
Oh, you had the
fucking-
Dewey
Oh,
on?
I was do-rag. I had a fro like a couple times. Like my hair was thick.
No shit, bro.
Yeah.
With the
Fucking-
G unit, the do-rag with the G unit. He wasn't
do-rag
playing no
with the- I wasn't
games,
playing
yo.
no games, nah.
Damn, you know he
shout
had
to,
it.
Shout to 50. He need to bring back those G-Unit boots.
Yo.
The G-Unit boots.
The
oh
boots?
my
I missed the
God.
boots, bro. I remember the kicks. What
You
kind
know,
of boots were they?
The
Like,
kicks?
like AC? No, the boots.
No. The boots.
Like
They were like
ACGs or some shit?
I keep seeing them. The Vas. You know the Vas.
The Vasquez, the Gore-Tex.
Yeah.
They were Vasquez?
They were like those.
Whoa.
Yeah, they were like
the
slip-on.
Gores.
They were like slip-on.
Okay.
They had laces, but slip-in kind
Sure,
of joints.
sure.
But yo, those boots were fire.
No shit,
I still
bro.
have a pair of black with the blue, with the royal blue.
Bro, you gotta
Those
save
fucking,
those, bro.
The kicks.
That's fire,
I don't have the
bro.
boots, but I got the kicks.
Yeah,
But yeah, high school. So all the teachers, they knew I smoked.
yeah.
They wanted to catch me so bad, and they never could. They never could. So it was
Like
like,
catching Jimmy? Come on now.
so the like, high school just wasn't for me. So like,
No
I
doubt.
signed myself out, came home from school that day. I was 16. My pops was like, "You signed yourself out of school? You done?" I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I just got my certifications in the mail for welding." I was like, "I'm out."
Wow, you were sure of yourself back then.
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like, "All right, well," and I knew I had the opportunity to go bridge paint.
Yeah.
At that time, it was like $16.50 an hour, plus like time and a half,
Fuck,
overtime. Like, dude, I was working 100-hour weeks. I was making bread
And that
You
wasn't
know,
that
at
much
16.
money back then.
at 16.
But
I
no,
making
it
bread.
was more money back then. What you just said.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, that was like-
$16.50. I mean,
well,
you're
yeah,
talking-
minimum was
that's-
like $5.50 or some shit back then, right?
I mean, that,
six,
yeah,
maybe?
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's you're going 20 plus years ago.
Yeah, that's all relative.
'Cause I just turned 37 last
Okay, gotcha.
February, and so my pops was like, "Listen, bus leaves in the morning. You know what I mean? Like, meaning his car. You know?
Yeah,
If you
no
ain't in the
doubt.
car, you ain't got no job. You better find one, or
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, thanks, man.
Oh wow, that was
Little hippie hairs.
little hippie hairs.
Hello, thank you. I
Hello.
don't like smoking those.
What's it called? So
So the bus leaving or
So
your
bus,
ass is
bus
out?
left. So I went out and partied like a rock star one last night. And, my pops was up at 4 a.m. every day. So I remember barely even getting home to like I probably touched my pillow for a second,
Oh, God.
Got up, went to work, hung over, all fucked up. And I mean, I was in a grown man's world, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, all the dudes I was working with, 40s.
Yep.
I've been doing that
Yep.
forever. And, yeah, man, it was some shit.
How long did you do that for, man?
Did that up until I put a solid like 10, 11 years in.
No shit, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, I
Did you ever
racked
have any
up.
close calls?
What's up, pizza fam? It's your boy JP, Good Pizza. Check this out. I'm getting a lot of questions on where I can find the fire Good Pizza. Check this out. We got you covered. We're in NorCal, SoCal, Central Valley, San Diego. We got you covered on the slices. Peep the list. Go check out the shop. Tell them Good Pizza sent you. Peace, love, Good Pizza.
Painting bridges sounds scary as fuck, bro.
Dude, there was times on water towers where I'm talking big, like 200-foot water towers,
Yeah.
like domes and shit. Like,
Yeah.
you would tie off to something, but like if you started slipping, there was times where I started slipping where I was like, even though I know I tied that rope.
Yeah, it's still.
So I trust myself, but like your mind is like, I'm sliding off of a 200-foot
Oh,
water tower. So I'm like,
Whoa.
and then it like snags, you're like,
Whew.
I'm good.
Jesus.
But I smoke weed in some fucking dope ass places.
Oh, you're up there blowing trees,
I
bro?
smoke, yo,
Yo,
to anybody.
you a
that
wild
says-
boy.
Like I used to challenge people. People go, "Oh, pothead, lazy."
Yeah.
I'm like, dog. I painted the whole 59th Street Bridge.
So get the
high
fuck out
as
of here.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like I had joints, blunts, smoking Dutches. There's a picture of me.
Dutches, yeah.
There's a picture of me on the top of the Queensboro Bridge,
Blowing
like the
piff
top
on the
mezzanine
Queens
with
Bridge.
and I'm like this, and I have a Dutch in my hand.
Oh, that's
like I
sick,
was just
bro.
about to light up, and homie had a disposable camera. Because we didn't have cameras.
Disposables,
Disposable.
yeah.
I didn't have no. If I had an iPhone or like a GoPro, do you know the type of content I would have
Yeah,
had?
you had sick ass content, bro.
Oh
so
my
good.
God, like
Too good.
too good.
Yeah.
I was in some wild places, but yeah, so that, I mean, that's, I was
what's up,
always,
man.
I was always trying to get out of bridge painting because it wasn't like the quality of life, like money was good. Like when
Yeah.
I finished as a journeyman, I was at like 55 an hour, you know what I mean?
Oh, shit, man.
Time and a half and all
Wow.
that. You're at like fucking $80 an hour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no doubt.
So, but quality of life.
Yeah,
You know?
that
risking-
matters, bro.
There's so many hazards on that job.
Yeah.
The heights, the high pressure sandblast hoses, you know, the paint, toxic paint, the toxic paint you're taking off, the toxic paint you're putting back on.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
A lot of exposure.
a lot of exposure.
Okay.
So electric when I'm welding, you know what I mean? Like there's
Yeah.
fire. There's
There's a lot going on.
A lot going on. So I was always trying to get out of it. I sold credit card fucking machines. I telemarketed for a diesel boost additive company, bro. I was cold calling, making fucking racks.
No shit. You're a good salesman?
Always.
You got a good mouthpiece, I can see. Pause.
Always. I appreciate that.
No
But
doubt.
but it was like no Diddy.
No Diddy.
No
We've
Diddy.
been pausing all weekend.
No Diddy.
My camera, I did that for my cameraman. He loves saying that shit. So
Yo, that's funny. But man, it was. But I was always hustling, and I would
that's what's
say
up.
I got out of bridge painting. I was doing mortgages, right? 2007.
Oh, I'm about to say 2007.
As the industry
I smell a
crashed.
fucking crash coming.
So literally, I get on, right?
Dog.
I'm interning at this bank.
Oh.
Owner of the bank showing me records. Listen, I closed
yeah.
this deal, I closed that deal, I made
yeah.
a million off this, a million off that, taking me rides in his Bentley and
You
shit.
heard?
And I'm like, all right, I'm gonna make some fucking bread, right? Like I see the opportunity.
Yep.
Next thing you know, like, it was like in the Wolf of Wall Street. His first day on the job, like the whole shit crashed.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, word, that was exactly what it was like.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I was rocking and I'm like, yo, this is dope. And then all of a sudden it's like, you could fucking give somebody a mortgage.
This is done.
I was like, oh, this is
They were giving anybody with a pulse and an ID a fucking mortgage, bro. It was crazy.
So then I worked at so then I was like, fuck it. I was trying to make odds and ends doing this. I went back to the telemarketing shit. Like,
Okay.
I was working like 5
Rough.
jobs. And at this point I'm engaged and you
Okay.
know, like I'm trying to buy a house and shit. Like it was not the right time to be like
For sure.
trying to like push. Not when I had bridge painting to fall back on.
Yeah,
So I
no
went back
doubt.
to bridge painting for a brief time.
Okay.
Racked up, bought a house. Now this is
Nice.
like I'm 20 years old.
Okay. Oh, nice, dude.
Racked up, bought a house, and like it was it still just wasn't it.
Yeah.
One of my boys
Yeah.
had a cold pressed juice company.
Okay.
This was like 10, 11 years ago when like cold pressed juice was like just becoming a thing.
Yep.
Wasn't really a lot of companies out there, probably more on the West Coast, but not
No
out
doubt.
here.
No doubt.
And I started working for him. I was like, he was like, yo, can you help with sales,
Okay.
deliveries and shit? So started rocking with him. That got me, I was already kind of transitioning into like a healthier lifestyle.
Okay.
I was in the gym a couple times a day, fucking GNC products.
Yeah, doing all
Eating
this
hella
shit.
meat, you know, kind of like, I
Yep.
refer to it as just like unconscious eating. Went plant-based, started feeling much better, more energy.
Okay.
And then I started working for him doing the juice company. So now I'm like managing a juice company and eating healthy. I was like flying, you know what I mean?
Nice, bro.
And
You're in your early 20s at this point?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good time. And then that led me to a production agency in
Okay.
Midtown. Worked there for like a year, doing branding, marketing, like
Okay.
really sharpen my sword on like, you know, obviously we'll get to the products.
Bro,
but,
I'm
like,
seeing how all this is coming together, by the way.
know-
Keep going,
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going,
yeah.
keep going. Now I'm seeing all the tools you're accumulating along the way.
Absolutely,
what I
like
mean?
absolutely, and you know, so like the bridge painting was really that. Like, there's no better hands-on labor. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Like, I
yep.
always had the sales, so like those swords got sharpened later on. But
Yeah.
like the physical shit and the work ethic of
Yeah.
it was crazy.
Yeah, man.
And then so juice company, production agency, doing branding, marketing, pop-ups, all types of shit. Like getting into that mode. And then from there, I went. I was out of bridge painting for a couple years, so I had racked up, you know, some money in my annuity.
Okay.
I got
Nice.
a letter in the mail like, oh, you could actually take some of this money out. I'm
Yeah, you
like,
can.
All right. I look at my best friend Dan, and I'm like, he had been like working on some farms out in NorCal.
Okay.
I'm like, dog, I got some bread right now.
Yeah, what we doing?
What we doing? Let's go
Yeah,
get a
yeah.
farm. You know, I had already
Let's
been
go
back
get
and
a
forth to
farm.
Cali.
Okay.
I'm like, let's go get a farm in SoCal, bro. He's like, dude, I know somebody out in like Temecula area, Anza.
Okay.
I'm like, boom. I got a spot in Malibu. I'm posted up for the last couple years. Like, so when I left the production
shit.
agency, I went straight to Cali, and I was just like,
What was the mission? Getting cannabis?
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And
Early 2000s or mid 2000s? Where we at? 210?
where we at? Where we at with it? Probably.
Just trying to get my timeline.
Yeah. What year is that? So that's like 2015,
Okay. Okay. Cool.
right? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably like 10 years.
That sounds
ago.
about
Yeah,
right.
14.
Yeah. Damn, that was 10 years ago. Jesus
Yeah, I know.
Christ.
I know. It's
man.
wild. Time is just flying.
Fucking
It
flying,
is
bro.
flying.
Okay,
But,
bet. That sounds like a good move.
Yeah, so I was out in first place I ever went to go get trees was Santa Cruz, and I fell in love.
Fucking Santa
with
Cruz is
Santa
so dope, bro.
But the homie that brought me to Santa Cruz, I had like it just wasn't the vibe,
Yeah, for sure.
so I couldn't move forward with that. But what's crazy is I actually got some mushrooms
Yeah, you
on
did.
that trip. And I made more off those mushrooms because I got them at such a great price
Yeah.
than I did off the trees.
Oh, bro, you can make
Crazy.
so much money off mushrooms
Oh
back
my
then,
God.
dog. Nobody
Back
could get
then-
it. Nobody could fucking
Back
get it,
then,
bro.
it was so money.
Now they're like $300 a pound, bro. It's
Right.
fucking nutty.
Right. Back then, I got it for that, and back then it was like there was like over 2 bands a pound. Like even if you bought the whole thing, like ounces of mushrooms were crazy. But so I went to Santa Cruz, came back, and then I went to my boy Dan actually that I'm talking about. He was like, "Yo, let's." I got a buddy in Venice.
Okay.
We went out there, and sorry, Dan, but your boy didn't come through. So I went. and-
Slipping, Dan.
You slipping. Caught you slipping. So, I went and met a homie that I met when I was working for the production agency. This dude
Okay.
had like a hemp brand.
Okay.
He was even tapped in, and I was going to meet him just to catch up on some shit. I didn't even know he did work or anything.
Yeah.
Go meet him for dinner. We get all the way to the check, and he's like, "So you out here shopping?" And I was like, "As a matter of fact, I am."
Hey.
He was like, "What do you need?" Boom, yo. Of all things he could have said, what
Yeah.
does he say he's got for
Sour.
the New Yorker?
Sour.
Yeah, I didn't even have to
Let's
say the New Yorker.
go.
He's like, "My boy got these sours." I'm like, well, let's fucking go.
Let's fucking go. And this is
So-
the years where it was good
Right.
and gassy.
Amazing.
Yeah, bro.
And that was like, so that, yeah. I'm gonna keep some things loaded, so I'm not
No,
gonna
no,
go
no,
too
no,
deep
go ahead,
into,
go ahead.
into
It's
sour
all good.
conversation.
It's all good.
So, boom, back and forth to Malibu.
Okay.
He has a spot right above Malibu Commons, like right there off PCH.
Okay,
Shaded,
sick.
really nice. I'm staying in like his little office room when I come out. I'm back and forth every week, right? And like all of a sudden, we're sitting smoking. He had the illest view, bro, looking at the fucking water.
Fucking
We're smoking
Malibu,
one night, and
bro.
he's like, yeah, so Sarah's moving out, man, sucks. I'm like, the fuck is Sarah? He's like, the chick that lives in the room in the back. I'm like, there's a room in the back? He's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm getting money. It's like, she's giving me like $1,200 a month or something like that. He's like, so, I'm going to lose that. And I'm like,
Hello.
are you not putting the dots together
Yeah.
right now? And he's like,
Put me
"Oh,
in,
why?"
coach.
I'm like, dude, I'll give you a fucking band a month for it.
Yeah.
Band a month, got a spot in Malibu.
In Malibu.
In Malibu, of all places.
Come on, son.
Like, dude, I was waking up with celebrities at Sun Life Organics and shit, chilling.
Ugh.
It was amazing.
That is
It was a
amazing.
beautiful time.
That was dope, bro.
Beautiful time. And it's funny because, I'm telling the story. I've never told the story. Like, people see me as like the Seamoss guy, you know what I mean? But,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
never told the story of like the history of it, you know what I mean?
Well, thank you, sir.
And yeah, I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah,
You
man.
got dope podcast, dope
Thanks,
platform
buddy.
here. Good pizza.
You know what I mean? Come on now.
We East Coasters. But
Yeah, feel me?
but yeah, so I'm back and forth to Malibu chilling, and so that brings us up to the farm.
Okay.
I said to my boy Dan, I'm like, yo, let's go. So he came out. We drove down to Anza. met the homies over there, and he was like, yeah, you know, I got a couple spots. First spot I rent is this crazy kooky couple, man.
Really?
Crazy kooky couple. They rented the property the season prior to some Asian cats that just like burned them.
I got you.
And but like we worked out this whole deal. I gave this dude stacks of money. They had this little they had a fenced in area, probably like as big as this room, and then they dug down.
Okay.
So like I don't know why, but you know, I mean, obviously to get a little wind barrier and like to go down a little bit. So they dug down, and it was all graded, nice, everything.
Right,
so me and my boy were like, all right, we'll do 99 out here.
Doing the 99 scene.
We'll do 99. We'll do
stack the scripts.
We'll do a little hoop, you know, this and that. But there was an RV. That was the living situation there.
Ooh.
So I was like, all right,
So you thugging it in the RV?
We thugged it in the RV for a minute until I found, I called it was like the boss house. It was up on the hill.
Okay.
It was a spot that like we could have had a pad blazed and graded, and we could have grown there. It was actually a dope spot.
Right.
But we ended up just keeping it as like the house we would like, you know, go shower, sleep.
For sure.
Leave a worker on the property. But yo, this couple sees us. We build a hoop, Tony Mendo style hoop.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
And they see us vegging fucking plants in there, and they're like, because we said we were gonna do 99 outside, but like we were just vegging plants for all they know. They're like tripping, like, you guys are gonna make money, you're gonna burn us, and like they just wowed out. So right before I had to give them another payment, I was like, nah, I'm not giving these people another 6 bands when they're like, tripping on us. So I hit up the dude that got us the first property. He finds out there's another property up the block that was sweet, right?
Okay.
I rent a U-Haul. Middle of the night at sunset, because we're already at 12:12 on the hoop.
Okay.
We're pulling tarps.
Gotcha.
So as we're like about to pull the tarp,
They're going to bed.
we load everything in the U-Haul.
Yeah.
Bust down the hoop, load everything in the U-Haul, drive it to the other property.
How big were the pots?
I think we had 25 gallons.
Oh, that's good. Easy.
Easy. Yeah, we were doing small like
Gotcha.
dep runs. You know what I mean? We actually had some that were in. We just left them in the bags.
Yeah, hell
You know
yeah.
what I mean?
Hell yeah.
But yeah, dude, it was fire.
Just dipped up out of there in the night.
And that dude, yo, he called me and left me voicemails for like a month. Like, hey guys, haven't seen you here in a while. Everything all right? Like
What?
Dog,
we left, bro. What are you talking
like
about?
literally, like everything was out of the RV
It's
property.
gone.
Like literally, we took the gate down, took the fence down, backed the U-Haul and just left. Like fence was down, everything's gone. Like where do you think we went?
Yeah.
We're gone, bro.
You think we went for fucking coffee? What,
Right.
what are we doing here?
Went to go grab some milk.
Yeah.
Be right back.
Be right back, pal.
Crazy. But so we did that year on we moved over to the other property. You know, we did 99 there.
Nice.
Probably a little more actually, but you know.
Hey, who's counting?
Hey, who's counting? But it's crazy because so after that year, I left Anza. I went back up into LA and was managing a couple warehouses in downtown LA.
Oh shit.
And
You're just getting busy out there, Jimmy.
dude, I was on my grind, man.
I see.
I was
I did not
really-
know this about you, sir.
Most people don't. Most people don't.
You
know?
think he's the
It's not
Seamoss guy? This guy was in them streets, man.
You know,
Putting it in, bro.
You know, and listen, it ain't nothing to brag about.
No,
you know
no,
what I
it's
mean?
just what it was,
it's
but
just
that's
part of the
cool.
Story, you know what I mean? Like
That's dope for your brand, bro. Like you really from the shit. Like,
it's beautiful
I'm really
because
liking that, man.
and it makes sense to tell the story because of my direct relation to the cannabis industry.
Yeah.
You know, people are like,
Yeah.
yo, how are you so connected with Branson? How are you so connected with, you know, certain, you know.
Yeah.
People see me with you know Doja, Ryan, you know
Yeah.
what I mean, and all the
All the
homies,
guys,
you
all the
know,
guys, yeah.
Tony Mendo and like,
Hell yeah.
you know what I mean. These are just all people that I met through the game, but
Sure.
you know, I
Sure.
kind of took a little turn and just had to. I seen an opportunity to really do something with the Seamoss, you know.
Okay, so that brings us to our next pivot, right?
Yeah.
So how does that, like, where does the idea come from? I think it's, you know, you have all this experience around what you're doing, like with the health food company,
Yeah.
with the sales, with the distribution, You know what I'm saying? So how does this all come
Well,
together?
so to finish up the story, right? To bring it to current. You know, I was in downtown LA managing the warehouses and everything.
Okay.
I got tired of being back and forth. I had my son at that point.
Okay.
And I had a homie here reach out to me. He had a juice company and a plant-based latte shop in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Basically hired me to run everything.
Okay.
So now I'm back here. I'm running a juice company, and you know, back on that health grind. You know what I mean? And
I dig it.
That it was like it just wasn't working out with their brand, their company. Like
Sure.
I was trying to keep life in it, but they just you know, there was
didn't
money
have the
issues.
support.
Yeah, they
you
didn't have
needed?
the and you know,
Just was what it was.
just was what it was.
For sure.
So I was like, you know what? I'm tired of working for other people. Like that's it. I'm not working for other people. And that was at that point. That was when I went to SAC.
Okay.
And linked up
SAC,
with a homie there,
Okay.
and just started getting busy and like went absolutely like to the moon with it. Like my hustle was on 5,000. You know what I mean? And
With the Seamoss.
no, I'm still in the game.
Got you. Okay, so you're back in
yeah,
SAC. Now you
I'm
back
now
in.
I'm in SAC and I'm in like.
What
I'm
years are you
work
in SAC? What's this year? What these years?
2017.
All right, that's why I moved to SAC. So
18.
now we in SAC at the same time.
Yeah.
I got you. Go ahead. I just want to get the
And-
timeline.
Yeah, you know, and I was rocking. You know, I met Ryan at that time.
Oh, fire. You met Ryan on his come up, bro.
Yeah. Pre cans.
3 cans. Oh, wow, dude. That was, okay.
Cans. Like I remember.
Yeah,
you know,
that was ground level, bro.
getting some of the first cans. You know.
I remember those first cans.
I sent him a picture the other day.
The big Scotty with the X.
Bro, I got a smoothie can still. I was in my attic the other day. I got a smoothie can.
I missed
the
that one.
smoothie was
I missed that one. I didn't get
crazy.
no smoothie.
The smoothie was crazy. I tell Tony all the time to bring back that smoothie because
What was it? Some Tony Mendo shit? Some
it
Turpon
was
shit?
a Skittles. Yeah, it was a Skittles
Oh,
grog.
okay. Smoothie with a Z?
Yeah, smoothie.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah.
I never tried it, but I do remember the name.
God, bro, that
Yeah.
shit. Like I love Skittles, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But that was like I think that was my favorite cross of Skittles, even probably to this day.
That was an early cross.
That was an early cross.
Yeah.
But-
Because they were the only ones working with that at that time.
Yeah.
saying?
So you know, I met Carter, you know,
Yeah.
Cad, at that time.
Hell yeah.
You know, I met Fields,
Nice.
Ted. You know, I met all.
You
the
knew all the
homies.
guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was in SAC working.
For
you
sure.
know what I mean? So
For sure.
definitely met a lot of people.
Nice.
And anybody that I didn't meet, like people might have known me through people,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So that's why, like, you know, and then like I'll bring it current, you know, like so. I was back and forth working crazy, and just 2019 was a story I'll tell in the future, but I had some shit happen, man. You know, I had to like really take a life kicked my ass real quick,
Yeah.
and slap me up like, nah, this is not what you're doing, and if you're gonna keep going this way, you know you're gonna be dead or in jail,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
And because I just went wild with it. I was like, I'm not working for anybody, and the only thing I know how to do is hustle. I'm gonna hustle to the max,
Yeah.
and I hustled to the max, and
Got caught up.
ironically caught up for some not even weed related shit.
No shit.
Yeah. But like I said, story for the future.
Yeah, no doubt.
So
no doubt.
that brings us up to 2019.
Okay.
2020 was COVID year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Remember.
And I was like, you know what? I'm not doing nothing. I'm gonna sit home and get these fucking government checks. I'm gonna just live with my son and just chill. We grew a ton of food in my backyard.
Cool, man.
I actually might have took some of that government money and built a little 2-liter or something, but you know, I don't know. Allegedly. But,
I wasn't there. I ain't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. But nah, it's funny. But end of 2020, you know, all through 2020, people knew I had been making Seamoss. So
Okay.
so that finishes I'm retired from the weed game.
Okay.
I had gotten introduced to Seamoss probably in like 2017, something like that.
Just as a health supplement for you?
Yeah, one of my boys, shout out to Coop, my boy Coop, he posted about it.
Okay.
And I'm the type where, like, you know, if you post about some shit, like I'll do a little research, but
Yeah,
I
for
want
sure.
to order it, especially with supplements. I want to see how it feels.
Yeah, try
you know
it
what I
on.
mean? Because I don't want to have the placebo effect of like, oh, it makes me feel this, so that when I take it, I'm like, oh, I feel this.
Yeah.
I want to like actually see how I
what it do.
experience
Yeah.
it, right?
What was your experience with it?
As soon as I took Seamoss, I felt something. I felt energy. I felt like just energized.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I was like, wow, there's something to this, you know?
Yeah.
And then I started, like, 2020, so I've been using it for me, my son, like, direct
cool.
family.
Cool.
You know,
How do you use it?
I just take I was just taking spoonfuls.
Spoonfuls?
Now, I
Cool.
mean, shit, I just drink it right out the jar type shit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I'm gonna hit me some Seamoss.
Hit it,
on
bro.
that, celebrate. But
Hell yeah.
so everybody asks how you take it, like straight like this. But
Yeah, that's fucking raw.
2020, people really wanted it because they, you know, there had been like a buzz around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so people knew that I was making it. I would have conversations with people about it. So like, people just hit me up like, "Yo, you got that Seamoss, right?" Like, yeah, here, take a jar. Take a jar. Yo. Then it was like a regular thing. So they were like, "Yo, could I give you like $20 for it?" Yeah, sure, here, $20. I'm like, all right, let me figure out a label for the, you know, what's my cost on this?
Yeah.
You know, is it costing me $40
Yeah,
and
bro.
I'm giving it to you for 20?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Let me hit that, boss.
Like that. Oh yeah. You know
what I'm saying?
Hit that.
Salute.
That. Cheers. Yeah. Shot to life right there. My man. So, yeah, that's life.
That's life, bro.
That's life right
my
there.
vitamins, baby.
Right?
My nutrients.
Minerals.
The minerals.
Boom. So, the way
Fire.
the label came about, right, is my boy Brandon Alexander, when I was up in SAC, another homie I met up in SAC, he's an amazing artist. He
Okay.
hit me one day and was like, "Yo, I'm gonna make you a logo." I'm like,
Fire.
all right. He's like, "Yeah, you need a logo." So I'm like, "All right, bet." So he made this for me like years before I even used it on anything.
Okay.
The Jimmy the Green Giant logo.
Nice, dude.
And so I made this. I downloaded the app. You know, got all the wording together, and I was like, all right, I'll put the circle sticker on top.
Yep.
I'll put this
Sure.
on the side, and figured out my costs.
Yeah.
Started running with it. So that's now into 2021, and launched the Etsy site.
Oh, cool.
Started making some sales. Started shipping. End of 2021, I launched a collab with an elderberry elixir company. Had another flavor. Shit
Cool.
started going crazy, and like
Nice, bro.
I had to literally. So what I was doing, kind of to pay the bills at that time, like I said, because I was not hustling, not doing nothing. I was house painting with my uncle.
Okay.
Because bridge painting background.
Yeah.
I'm an ill house painter.
Paint a bridge. I could paint
I could paint a
house.
room with my fucking eyes closed. So
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, my uncle's paying me great money to go for a very
Sure.
leisurely 6-hour day.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, I got this.
Yeah. And you need a base so you
yeah.
can start your side hustle.
Absolutely.
Until that can.
So this was the side hustle.
Yeah, for sure.
And it was fucking working. And I'm like, all right, now, I'm doing $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. I'm like, when I hit like $3,000 a month, I was like, I might need to stop house painting and like really put it into this. So at that time, I really, I did some deep spiritual work, and I was like, nah, Seamoss is it.
Yeah.
Like I got to put it all into this.
Hell yeah.
And at that time, I did the ice pops.
Okay.
I was like, I need like something dope. And that came about because of 420. Because I was like, all the homies are coming into town. Ryan's like, yo, bring me a jar. I'm like, I'm not rolling around with, y'all are here for 2 days. I'm not bringing you a 16-ounce jar. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
So I had this little cooler, and I was like, all right, what about like something frozen, like ice pops? So I ordered these little packages and rolled up into Washington Square Park, gave them out, pulled up to all the events that year, gave out, pretty much just gave them all out.
Sure.
It was but it was just the illest promo because everybody was like, Seamoss, ice pop, like it was
It's fucking great.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. So then, fast forward to last 420. It's like a month before 420, 2 months before 420, maybe. And I'm like, I couldn't get the packaging for the ice pops. And no, and the ice pops were not scalable by any means. It was me
Yeah.
making the blender full and pouring
Oh
them,
my
hand
God,
pouring them
bro.
into each fucking packet,
Oh,
laying
God.
them out, and then some of them would burst and
Oh,
leak, and I was like, "Yo, this is not scalable. Like, I
Yeah,
can't do this."
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Fuck it." I was producing out of my boy's juice bar,
Okay.
and I saw them making acai bowls.
Okay.
And instead of blending it, they were pulling out these 3-gallon tubs and scooping it into the thing and then just putting the toppings, granola on it. So I'm like, what's that? They're like, oh, it's this company, Bongi. They make pre-made sorbet. I'm like, that's dope. I should hit them up, see if they want to collab.
Yeah.
I hit them up. They're like, yeah, we could bust out a batch. Boom. Mango pineapple.
Oh, fuck.
I went and picked up that tub, and I was like, me and my son drove to Jersey.
Yeah.
In Jersey, too.
Word.
Fucking first spoonful, we were like, whoa.
Whoa, buddy.
Whoa. Because you don't taste the Seamoss.
No, at all.
And it's just delicious.
Yeah, dude.
So we're
mouth
like-
coating terps.
I mean, shit, we should just kind of
Yeah, just go ahead and crack that right now.
Yeah, right
Bam.
now, right? Let's get in the
Let's
mode.
dive in, man. Let's dive
get
in,
the
baby.
mode. So now we at Seamoss Sorbet. I'm like, all right, I'm launching this on 420. So my crazy hustler ass,
Yeah.
I rent a U-Haul.
Yeah, you did.
I rented a U-Haul. I said, hey, yo, right
Thanks,
there.
pal.
I said, yo, I'm gonna do the cheers.
Salute. Oh, the terps.
Life right there.
Fucking life, bro.
Life right there. So I get invited. First smoke of the day hits me. Like, oh, would you want to vend the brunch? I'm like, yeah, sure. Blessed me with a price. It was like last minute. They knew I literally just launched this company. First smoke of the day hits me to vend there.
Sick,
I'm like, all right,
bro.
cool. So in my mind, I'm vending. I got a cart for there. Higher Empire.
Okay.
Shout out to them. Higher Empire wanted me out front because Doja was doing I think he was doing a seed drop,
Okay.
something like
I
that.
remember that.
So I was like, all right, I got a cart for there, and then I wanted a cart for Washington Square Park. Yo, I had no intentions of going to the Olympics the night before.
Right.
Zero intention. 'Cause I was like, I'm not vending there. I'm not a part of it. Like, obviously all the homies are there.
No
but,
doubt.
Like, but I was rolling with Terpogs and went and helped them set up. And
Yeah.
I parked my car literally out the back door of Terminal 5.
Yeah.
And we walked in, loaded in, and I looked at the security. I was like, yo, I can leave my shit here? They were like, you should be fine. I was like,
Oh, shit.
I bet.
Parking at Terminal 5?
Parking
Legend.
out back of
Legend,
Terminal 5,
bro.
like out the back door. Like I was in and out all night.
That's some Goodfellas shit right there.
Right? Fire. So walk in, we set up. I ended up not leaving there till like 2 a.m. Now, I live in Long Island.
Oh, fuck, man.
Sorry, I live on Long Island.
Yeah, no doubt.
I live
No doubt.
on Long Island, not
Yeah.
in Long Island. We got that straight before
Yeah.
And I still fucked it up. So I'm like an hour and change. So like I had to go home, but then I wanted to be back early. I had a U-Haul stash. I had already went and like got a U-Haul the night before. So I had to go get the U-Haul, go up to Elmsford, which is like 45 minutes north of the city. Go up to Elmsford, get the carts, and the whole story too. Like pulled up to get the carts. Dude's like, "Oh, you're not taking these." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "You're never gonna get them in the truck." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "Oh, because they have a wide wheelbase. They had like the 2 skinny wheels in the front, but they got the big
Yeah.
bike wheels in the back."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dog, I'm gonna run these up the ramp." He's like, "No, they're too heavy." I fucking run
Just
these
muscle
3,
them.
muscled them up, get them up there. So now I mob down. I'm running late. I pull up to First Smoke of the Day brunch.
Madness,
Line
bro.
around
Madness.
the block.
Oh, yeah. Crazy.
Mayhem.
Yeah.
Pull up. Dude who manages the place is like, "You're not bringing that cart in here." So wait, now I open the door of the U-Haul. I start pulling the carts out. because the one I wanted was in the back. So I like
Oh fuck, man.
I pull all the carts out. So I got all the carts out on 46th Street.
Oh, that shit was heavy, bro.
I'm parked in
my
front
God,
on
bro.
46th Street.
I know exactly what's happening right now.
Right? I'm getting the sorbet delivered right there to me there.
Oh,
I coordinated the delivery in front of
You got
First Smoke
empty
of the Day.
carts loading up. Oh wow.
26 3-gallon tubs. Dude pulls up in a Mercedes Sprinter refrigerated
Yeah.
thing. I mean, cars honking, going around.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
mayhem.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just me.
Yeah.
Me, and I had one girl that I was
Oh,
going to set up in there.
God, dude.
Yo, like I really did this. I
Yo, I'm
designed all.
loving
So let
this
me back
story,
it up.
bro.
I did all this. I designed all this.
Yeah.
I had Brandon Alexander, my homie. He did the sorbet logo, but like and my homegirl Indy 184 from the Bronx, my homegirl.
Shout out.
Incredible graffiti artist.
Hell yeah.
And just artist, period. She helped me do the whole layout of everything. And I did this. I launched this right before 420. And then,
Sick,
so
bro.
now I'm getting all this shit delivered to me, right? Dude yelling at me, I'm not bringing the card in. My homegirl, Roanne, Meza Entertainment. I met her in Miami when I was doing the ice pops at Art Basel the year prior.
Okay.
She just always helped me out. She pulls up because she's like, yo, I want to help you. You know what I mean? She was like wanting to like manage me and like help because she saw
No
the
doubt.
potential. I love you for that. And she pulls up, she's like, Jimmy, what is happening? Like, you got mayhem going on. And I'm like,
What?
she's like, who coordinated this? And I'm like, so-and-so. I'm like, giving her name. I don't want to fuck anybody up. And I'm like, she said this and he said that. And
Yeah.
she's like, Jimmy, like, why wouldn't you have like let me know? I would have coordinated all this. She's like, hold on. She talks to
You
the
need
guy.
a woman to do this type of
Absolutely.
shit, bro.
Women need to run everything. It's women.
They think clearly in chaos, bro.
Absolutely.
In organization, come on, bro. They
Yo.
got us beat.
Yo,
They got us
absolutely.
beat. Shout out to the
Absolutely.
ladies. Continue.
Shout out to the
I just had to
ladies.
shout them out real quick.
Absolutely. So she's like, give me a second. Comes back, she's like, all right,
Yeah.
they don't want you to bring the card in, but you could bring a cooler and set up a little thing on a table. I'm like, whatever.
Whatever, dude.
So I put everything back in.
We're gonna park this
Leave the
fucking
U-Haul
thing.
there. Leave the
Right out
U-Haul.
front?
Leave the U-Haul right out front.
I feel like I remember seeing that fucking thing out front. You left it there?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
there
think
was
I
a
did.
giant U-Haul. Rattan got a video of me pulling
Yeah,
up.
Rattan. I was talking to Rattan. Yeah.
He got a video of me pulling up. He was like, look at the green giant pulling up in a U-Haul. Real trap vibes
real
over here.
trappy.
You know? I mean,
Let's
just,
go,
same hustler, different
Yeah,
product.
yeah, word.
So we go mobbing in. Now I see why we're not bringing the cart in, because up in Harbor,
tight,
NYC, that shit was like, you couldn't move.
like this the
so
whole
I'm
time, bro.
dragging a cooler, just pushing people out
Yeah,
the way,
you
right?
You had to
Yo.
push.
Literally, I get over to the spot where they tell me I could set up, and they got Dunkin' Donuts stacked up on the table, right? I walked over, I was like,
Ooh, see ya.
I had the Seamoss Sorbet sign. I put 2 tubs on the table, looked at the homegirl, gave her some gloves and a scooper, the cups, the spoons. I was like, $5 a scoop. Here's the flavors. You good? I'm out. Literally, like, and Ro got some pictures of me, and some people caught some pictures of me on the way out. So, like, it looked like I was everywhere all at once that day. Like,
Yeah.
And it, like, if I had someone
You
like
kinda
my man
were.
Scooch right here with me all
Yeah.
day, my content game would have been insane. I really wish,
That day in the
like,
life
I
shit
could
would've
tell
been
that
ill.
story, and it's an ill first story of how I launched this, but like, I really do wish I like had that all captured.
Hey, we got a little bit of it.
We
in the park.
we definitely do. Like, I just posted a clip yesterday. I typed Jimmy the Green Giant into YouTube,
Yeah.
and to see what came up, and there was a clip of me. I don't even know who took it. There was another
Yeah.
clip of me in Washington Square Park. Like,
Dog,
It was wild.
let me just stop you for a second.
Yeah.
The fact that was your first day in business, bro.
Yep.
You was in a park. I remember shout out to Waves. Waves introduced me to you. He's like,
Yep.
yo, you gotta meet my man, Jimmy the Green Giant, bro. Seamoss Sorbet. I was like, that sounds amazing. I'm so hot right now, and my throat's on fucking fire, bro. Please show me this fucking fella.
Right.
And I was like, Ruben, come on, we gotta get this on tape. I don't know. This sounds great. Seamoss
that
Sorbet.
was
Show me
amazing.
the fucking guy. And dog, that's your first. That's impressive, man.
yeah. Dude, so
To hear the backstory about what you went through that
So
day
that's
is
just
crazy,
event one.
bro.
So I leave there, mob out of there,
Yeah.
get in the U-Haul. Now I'm by myself, right?
Yeah.
Mob over to Harbor, because Roanne was like, listen, I'll wait with her and make sure she's good. I mob over to Higher Empire. I pull up in front of Higher Empire, over the cones, in the bike lane.
Oh yeah. We here.
Jump out. Someone got a clip of me pulling up there too, which
Yeah.
is dope. So there is enough content. But I just wish I had like if he was sitting next to me like
Sure.
the whole time, like the
Day in the life
experience
shit.
I had in the
Yeah.
U-Haul. Almost got on the almost went through the Lincoln Tunnel, following ways, like just through back streets and like, dude, it was like mayhem, right?
Yeah.
So pull up in front of fucking, and everybody's like, who the fuck is this pulling up in the bike? And I hop out, like, don't even acknowledge anybody, just fling the fucking door open, pull the ramp out, pull the cart out. Homegirl, this chick I met I posted it, she wanted to work on Instagram. I don't even know this girl, pulls up. I'm like, here's gloves, scooper, $5 a scoop. Here's the flavors. I gotta go. Peace. Back in the U-Haul, out the bike lane, over to Washington Square Park. I hit up John Doe, Turpogs.
Nice.
He's waiting for me with the team.
Yeah.
I pull up in front of the arch, literally like cops like, you gotta keep it moving. I'm like, hold on. Jump out, fling the door open, fucking pull the ramp out.
That's crazy.
Pull the cart out.
Yeah.
John Doe's like, just grab everything. I had coolers. Now I have 26 tubs of sorbet.
Oh, dude.
Pull everything out. Get set up. I park. I pulled up and I actually thought it was parking, even though it wasn't.
It's New York, bro. You
pulled
know
up-
damn well it wasn't parking.
I know. I pulled up right in front of Babbo. You know Babbo?
Yeah, I do.
So I pull up right in front of Babbo.
Yeah. Good
And
restaurant.
great restaurant. I actually got a reservation there tomorrow night.
Fire.
Down. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'm down, bro.
Okay, yeah, I got a reservation
yeah.
for 8, and I don't think I have a full 8, so.
Cool. Holla.
Looks like we getting Babbo tomorrow night. So so I park right there, walk over, I get in the park, and I'm like, the girl starts scooping. I'm like, fuck, I left the gloves with girl at Higher Empire, right? This story gets crazy. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, you know what? I get them set up. John Doe's like, yo, 420 is in an hour. Like, you're gonna go there and back? And I'm like, it's not that far. It's like 6 blocks, but it's 6 blocks up and over Manhattan. So I take a walk, smoke a joint on the way.
Yeah.
Lovely lady walking next to me. We had a nice conversation for a few blocks. Like, I walked over, I get to Higher Empire. Ryan's there, everybody's there. I'm like, chilling. And they're like, all right, we're all gonna get out of here. Like, I'm there for like 5-10 minutes. They're like, all right, we're gonna get out of here. I'm like, all right, I guess if shit's done here, this cart would be more effective in the park.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not gonna go give up the spot that I got
Fuck no.
and drive the U-Haul all the way over here in this.
Oh, boy.
I'm just gonna push it.
He pushed the cart.
But wait, the one cart that didn't have the big wheels in the back, this was the one that had the 4 little dolly wheels underneath
fuck,
it. And it was
man.
heavy. It was loaded with sorbet,
Yeah.
loaded with the tubs. I just start pushing.
Yeah.
And I regret it immediately, but now I'm in it.
Yeah, you in
So
it.
I'm like,
Keeping momentum, baby.
like fucking
Yeah,
pushing
like
this
that.
thing. The 2 girls that I had so I had 2 girls at this point working
Yeah.
there. They're walking on the sidewalk and they're like, can we help? I'm like,
I don't
nope.
know how to help you, Jimmy.
Nope.
Clear the fucking way for
Nope.
me, ladies.
So I'm gonna plug the spritz real quick because it was a spritzy day. You
Okay.
know about the spritz?
Nah.
I don't
the
have
weed?
one on me.
The weed?
The spritz.
Oh, the L spritz?
The L spritz.
Yeah. I've never done,
So
but I've heard.
I was blessed with an L spritz at the Olympics the night
Hello.
before.
Oh, yeah, they were just fucking, I know who blessed you, too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know.
Motherfuckers was just,
They was
Yo.
spritz in the air.
yo, word,
It was
bro.
spritz in
There
the air.
was, dog.
So because I was on very little sleep, I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep spritzing. So spritz. Yo,
Pshong.
I get like 2 blocks and I'm
God.
like, fuck. I'm like, fuck. I'm like right almost to the peak. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Spritz.
Oh, my God, you're an animal. He's an animal.
Yo, I beasted that thing all the way up over for blocks up into Washington Square Park. Literally pushed the thing all the way up, crashed it into the other cart I had, and just sat there like this. John Doe was like, did you just push that thing across town? You were there too.
Damn, bro.
Bro, Scooch was like, he's got some pictures of me like sitting there on the cooler. I was just like, but then magic happened, right?
Yeah, dude.
Because when I had the 2 carts together with 2 umbrellas, like it just attracted everybody.
Yeah, bro.
And I had like a fucking Seamoss Sorbet storefront.
Yes,
and
you
now I
did,
had,
bro.
Now at that point, homegirl from First Smoke of the Day was over there. The 2
Who,
girls
Britt?
from Higher Empire. I had 5. No, the girl I had working over there.
Oh, gotcha.
But Britt, yeah.
For sure.
Shout out to Brittany.
Shout out Britt,
she's the one
yo.
who got me in there.
She's
That
lit,
was
man. I
dope.
fuck with Britt. That's my dog.
But No, the homegirl that I had working there. So now I
Got
got
you.
5 girls, 2 carts,
Yeah.
scooping like
Yeah.
crazy. I had a line through the fucking arch.
Yes, you did, bro.
Like it was. So I
Yes, you
just
did.
sat there and I was like, wow, like
It
I
fucking
really
worked.
fucking did this.
Hey, come
I
on, bro.
really fucking
Come on,
did
bro.
this.
That's
you know what I
ill,
mean?
bro.
Like this Seamoss Sorbet just like took off.
That was the fucking. I witnessed the
That was
beginning.
the
I didn't even
first
know
day.
that, dude.
Yeah, that was the first day.
Man, you looked. It looked all polished, like it was, like it had been that. You know what I'm saying?
But
man,
that
that's
was
ill,
a
bro.
beautiful testament to like all the work that I put in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and
You
even
earned it,
like,
bro.
even like leading up to these pints. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
this
dog.
is shit. By the time you put this out, this might be a
New
might-
SKU?
Yeah, this might be in. No, I'm saying this might be in Whole Foods. You know what I mean?
no
Like,
shit,
I'm
bro.
working
Wow.
on. I'm working on nationwide distribution.
That's
like
sick,
where I
bro.
want my products, nationwide distribution.
That's awesome, bro.
I want this accessible to everyone here.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely,
And,
man.
and I made this with my son and the youth in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I want.
That's cool, man.
You know,
my son would crush these.
My
bro.
son takes this. You know, he wakes up every morning and hits this jar, just like we did too.
Yeah.
You know, right off the jar. And but like this for the average kid, because the average kid's not going to taste this and like it.
Sure.
You know, most people don't taste this and like it. It's kind of an acquired thing.
Yeah.
But the sorbet, I mean, that's why I put right on it. You know what I mean? The most nutritious and delicious.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Hey.
a good slogan too.
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah, dog. That is
man.
fucking crazy,
But
bro.
that was day one, and then in the last year, it was a lot. So this, sorbet and that day of hustling like that attracted an investor. It actually attracted a lot of investors.
It did it really.
It
Holy
did.
shit, man.
It did. And I was looking for not just money because I mean I'm a resourceful motherfucker. I could have got money
Yeah,
anywhere.
I see that. Yeah.
But I really needed like help managing, back end projections, really helping scale the business, get it to, because I am the hustler. I am the vision. I am the creator. You know what I
Sure.
mean? Like I'm going to keep innovating new products and creating beautiful branding and designs and be the face of it and sell it. And, the way I've built this business, as you see, is like, it's so organic.
Yeah.
Like my product, I'm
Certainly.
not out here pushing Seamoss. I'm just like a guy that uses Seamoss.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, no
Like
doubt.
I really live this shit, Like I'm not in this for the money. I'm not in this, like I'm not selling products or creating new products that I don't fuck with. Like one of the new things I've been pushing is the Shilajit.
Yo, can you tell me about that, bro? I've been seeing a lot of ads on Instagram
It's
about
becoming
it.
big, like now you see the Instagram, like even with Seamoss now,
Put me
you're
on, bro.
seeing
Yeah,
more and more.
yeah,
so
yeah.
so Shilajit is, it's funny because, like even when you Google it or like do any little research on it, it's like
Yeah.
they still don't really know how to classify it. It's
Okay.
created by pressure between rocks of just like decomposed plant material
Really?
in India, and it creates like a resin.
Yeah.
And people ask, they're like, "What's it like?" I'm like, "It's like resin. It's like you cleaned your bongs out."
Whoa.
And have you ever seen it?
No, dude, I've
So-
only seen the fucking commercials.
So
ads
it
and shit.
comes in from the Himalaya mountains.
Yes,
And
I know.
mean,
I know a little bit of the backstory.
I mean, it's very like earthy, like burnt rubbery.
Whoa, bro.
It's potent. It's potent.
Whoa, brother.
You know?
I mean, I want to try it.
But-
I want to eat it.
But
'cause I know
so
it's
what,
good for you.
So what you do with this is, and I've been real consistent with it, is I take like the tip of a like butter knife or something.
Okay.
Take like a nice little dab.
A little dab. Yeah.
Put it in.
0.2, 0.3. What are we talking?
Yeah, like 0.3, 0.4.
Okay.
Yeah,
What are you going in at? 650, 550?
Going in boiling water.
No doubt.
What's boiling water? What's boiling water?
Boiling water?
Yeah. Boiling water. What's boiling
Boiling
water
water?
temperature?
We'll leave it in the notes.
We'll get back.
We'll get back to you.
Get back down there.
After the break.
But I do that in boiling water with.
Okay.
I throw some frozen strawberries in it.
Oh, so you're not raw dogging that?
No.
Okay, that doesn't sound like a good time.
No. If you raw dog this, you are a real one,
Oh,
warrior.
yeah. Okay,
this
so mix
is-
that in.
I have, like I've like if you like lick it,
it rough?
it's just
It's just not pleasant.
it's tangy.
It's tangy.
Yeah,
It's tangy. Yeah.
it tastes like what
I've
it
never
smells
smelled
like.
anything like that.
No,
Yeah,
that's
that's some different shit,
It's an
bro.
earthy terp right there.
Yeah, bro.
But so hot water, frozen strawberries.
Okay.
A little bit of honey.
Cool.
Make a nice tea out of it.
A little tea. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Cool,
Yeah.
cool.
And so it's just
what are you noticing? What are you noticing from this? Like maybe compared to Seamoss?
So I definitely get energy from Seamoss. I get way more energy.
Okay, I'm hearing that.
This is like coffee in the morning.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
You can
Like,
skip the coffee
You
type
can skip
shit?
the coffee.
Whoa,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I got a
need that.
homie right now, my boy
Need that.
Dan. He puts it in his coffee. I'm like, no, you bugging out.
Sad, bro.
Bugging out,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like, but he's going to the gym after that and
For
like,
sure.
running miles. Like,
Crushing shit.
I would hope.
I would hope. Yeah, I would hope, yeah.
But so just like Seamoss, naturally high in minerals, also high in fulvic acid, which we know from feeding our plants,
Yeah.
allows our bodies to absorb minerals better.
Yes,
So,
bro. Okay.
yeah.
That's dope, dude. I can't wait to
Energy,
try
life,
that, man.
Anti-aging. I mean, this shit has been used for
Helps your libido, I heard. Helps like
yo,
all these
between
things,
this and
man.
Seamoss, like, I don't get all these fucking ads for like erectile dysfunction shit. Man.
Right.
Like, y'all ain't doing something.
Yeah, I ain't doing it right.
Y'all
Use
ain't doing
use
it
the
right.
tools. Use the tools Mother Nature gave us. You know what I mean?
Yeah, if you ain't.
Before you
if
start popping those blues, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Take it easy.
Yeah, you got to just check your diet. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like, diet is the cause of so many things.
Definitely,
so
bro.
It's like,
Dude, that's fucking dope,
wild.
bro.
But yeah, so I got the Seamoss.
Okay.
I got the Seamoss Sorbet, the Shilajit, this right here.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that little
Shout
collab
out.
with the homie Carter, man.
Look, collab with the homie Carter. Carter's Essentials right here. So, you
That's
know.
Cad for anybody. We talking
Yeah.
by his name, but
Yeah,
it's Cad.
Cad, I mean, his brand carries so much weight.
Killing it, bro.
You know, I mean.
Best topical brand out.
Absolutely.
Easily.
I mean,
Easily.
so many awards.
Yeah.
So many awards, all well deserved. Because I mean, his
All the elders
products-
in my family use it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I give it to all of them for Christmas.
It's funny.
the-
Carter laughs all the time because my son puts the Nana's Grease, which you know, I mean, is infused, but
Yeah.
you know, when he gets a little bug bite.
Oh, no shit?
He'll literally like touch it and put it on there, and he says bug bite goes away.
Oh, cool, man.
Like,
Nice.
you know, but yeah, we made a Seamoss cream.
That's tight, bro.
You know, coconut oil, hibiscus, green tea. You know, Carter, he got the best.
Yeah, he's gonna whip
ingredients in
it.
here. Shea butter,
Yeah.
aloe, sea moss, sea buckthorn fruit oil. I mean, this is a
Stacked.
this is a luxury product right
Yeah.
here. You know, nice little
Oh,
pump.
I like those. I like this. Yeah,
Nice
I like
little
I like
pump.
that application. Yeah.
Yep. But you know, because Seamoss is a great moisturizer. You know, I mean, I literally will dump a half a jar over my head in the shower,
Is that right?
like probably once a week.
Really?
Massage
Because
with
you got
my
dreads,
scalp.
right?
Yeah. So like I'll do like scalp treatment with it, even just like
Cool.
face masks. I tell girls, you know, guys, whoever, you know, face masks.
Really?
Put a little bit on your hand, just you know, kind of like rub it on your face, rub it in your beard, helps your beard grow in thicker.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean,
And then how long till you wash it off?
I wait like 15 minutes and
Okay.
then go in the shower. You know,
I'm
like so
gonna try
before
it
you
on
go
my
in the shower.
scalp too, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Moisturize
definitely.
the scalp up. All right.
Especially in the winter and shit, like you know,
Yeah.
especially when you come out here.
For sure.
You know,
For sure.
It be dry. All
Yeah,
that
man.
Fake salt in the air and shit.
Yeah, no
But,
doubt. That's fucking cool.
It's got a
man.
lot of benefits topically. You know, people use it on eczema, dry skin, psoriasis.
Okay.
I got a lot of feedback recently, and it's wanting me to create something for pets. A lot
Okay.
of people use this with their dogs.
Really?
Feed,
For like,
feed it to their dogs. Helps with their joints.
I was gonna say for joints and shit like that. Yeah.
I mean it's a natural anti-inflammatory. So
Well, yeah, that's great for the joints. I've been hearing. Dr. Sebi used to just like drop to his knees, like bow. He was so
I
old,
know.
just like jumping on his knees, like.
There's a few good testimonials from people who were close to him.
Yeah,
Of,
dude.
you know, had like cartilage issues.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
it regenerates. You know, like our bodies are amazing.
Dog, they really are. And if you
bodies
take care of
are
it, they really are. And they can
amazing.
withstand so much, bro. So much.
It's insane.
That's cool,
I'm gonna
man.
Start rolling something up. I'm
Yeah,
actually
roll it up,
yo,
dog.
so
Roll it up.
let's bust out some terps right here.
Let's have some Terps, kid.
So
What's out them Terps and
Let's see.
Caicos, baby? What you got?
test your nose.
Oh, that's Jackie. Oh, hey, Jackie.
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 Yeah.
That's some fucking dank-ass Jack.
So yeah, I'm
Goddamn.
gonna pull out some because I've been like, you know, we've had this in the works for a minute. So I've been like, you know, I've had different terps over the last couple
Yeah.
months, and I'm like, as it got closer, I'm like, I gotta save some things,
Stockpiling
you
for
know.
the pizza show.
So yeah.
Oh, they got my brother, White Boy Kev.
Shout out to White Boy Kev. He just gave me,
Yo, Kev, I need that shirt, bro.
yo.
I really
so,
want that shirt.
I mean, he always blesses me with some haze.
This shirt's fire, bro.
This is our other
the
favorite.
Dog, White Boy Kev sour?
Yeah.
That's fucking dope, bro.
Yeah.
That smells like some official sour too, bro.
Honestly, it smells closest to anything I've smelled in a while. That's
No,
for
you
sure.
know Kev, you can count on him, bro. He'll take it the distance.
Oh yeah.
Cause he doing that shit anyway with Haze, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
That's dope, bro.
That haze. That haze. You know, I got one of these.
Oh, let me see
You know I got one
that,
of
bro.
these
The
triangles,
triangle bag, bro. Let's fucking go. Shout out to
so,
Branson, man.
So let me tell the
The
Branson
OG.
story, right? Because people always want to know how him and I
Oh
connected.
shit.
So I was at, I believe it was, I think it was the Styles and Jada show at Irving,
Okay.
and I'm down in VIP, and I was sitting with Jada, Styles, Matt from Master was right there.
Sick.
You know, a couple homies and shit, and it was really dope. I had never really kicked it with Jada like that.
No doubt.
And
It's fire.
he says, he asked, you know, he was asking questions. We were sitting there, he smoked a blunt, I rolled up a joint, and he was asking about the Seamoss and shit. And he's like, damn, Jim, you like the El Chapo of the Seamoss game.
Yo, that's
Right?
co-sign from Kiss, bro.
Right?
That's cool.
But I had the ice pops. They were giving me shit, right? They were giving me shit, and
Who's giving you shit?
bringing in the ice pops.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha.
I kept coming in with the cooler, and they're like, "Nah, you can't bring this shit
Outside,
in."
whatever in.
Yeah. So, you got somebody, you know. So they're like, I keep going back to the car, and I'm bringing the cooler back with like less ice pops, like
Yeah.
stashed in the cooler. She's like, "Sure, you can't. I'm not gonna let you in." So I'm like, "All right." I had cargo pants.
Oh,
I stuffed
nice.
ice pops, but they were gonna melt fast. So I was like, "All right, I gotta get in to give them to like key people." So I got in, you know, gave one to Jada, gave one to Styles. They passed one to Branson. Branson seen it and was like, you know, I seen him looking at it. He gets up to walk out, and he was like, "Take my number." Give him his number. He's like, you know, shoot me a text.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
let's,
yeah.
Let's
It's locked
I'd
in.
like to talk to you more about this.
Yeah.
All right. A couple days goes by. It's like 12:30. I was on FaceTime with a chick. I put him in my phone as Branson with the triangle emoji.
Yeah.
So I see Branson calling.
Yo, I'ma holla.
I was like, yo, I gotta go. She's like, who's calling you? I was like, a legend. Don't worry about it. Click.
Holla.
I'm like, what's up, my brother? And we had like, and now mind you, it was, you know, almost 1 a.m. We talked for like 3 hours, bro.
Wow.
And just had an ill conversation about just health, wellness, life, kids, this, that, like
Whoa.
ill shit.
That's
Really ill
fucking
shit.
crazy, bro.
Really ill shit.
A
And
real legend from this shit, bro.
he was like, man, I see your movement, you know, I like your branding, your product. I've been hearing about your
No
product
shit,
and
man.
shit. Yeah, he was like,
Nice.
he was really like following the movement and fucking
Hell
with it.
yeah.
And then I went and pulled up on him uptown, up in Harlem, at his shop, and which, you know, is being renovated to open up soon. You know, he's gonna have a nice urban legend health spot. You know,
Nice, bro.
you know, so many people know him for the cannabis, but like, you know, Branson to me has always just been someone who just wants to provide better, healthier products
Yeah, it's
to
a
his
medicine man.
community. You know what
It's
I
like
mean?
a medicine man. You know?
So it's like people look at it as like, oh, he was just bringing weed around, like, but he was bringing weed around because there wasn't good weed around.
Yeah, that's
so
a
he was
fact.
like, if my people are gonna smoke some shit,
Let's get something good.
let's get something
Yeah.
good, you know? So
doubt.
shout out to him for that, because I
That's
can
fire.
respect that. And yeah, we started
That's
rocking,
crazy,
and
bro.
I made the Branson got Seamoss little logo,
Yeah.
and I texted it to him, and he didn't respond.
Uh-oh.
But the next morning I wake up and he posted it on Instagram.
Oh shit. Okay, cool.
So I was like, I called him up. I'm like, what up, B? I'm like, I guess you fucking with that, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, absolutely. You know, I appreciate you making that. You know,
Yeah.
Branson would love to have Seamoss.
Fire,
You know,
bro.
so, you know, he's in the process of getting his shop renovated. But right now, you know, I put the jars on the website so that
That's great, man.
people anywhere could order them. Get them
Yeah,
shipped.
man.
But he's an ill dude. You know.
That's fire, bro.
Yeah.
That's fire.
So yeah, the Branson
Branson.
jars. I also got blessed with some white ashes, some OG
Oh, hell yeah.
last night.
Hell yeah. Nice,
I'm like,
bro.
man, I got some terps for sure.
You got some terps,
Oh wait,
sure.
there was one other thing I really wanted to show you. Oh, this is that triple X.
The Triple X OG?
Yeah,
From who?
that's Cadre.
Cadre? Yeah, I got some on me.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, I know that's Cadre.
I know you know that. That's it. That's
Yeah, that's that
right
one,
there.
bro.
But
That's
wait,
that one.
this right here. This I've been holding on,
you got
and this
there,
came,
pal?
this came from. Oh, that's actually some Clay OG right there too.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Always smelling OGs.
Yeah, bro.
Wait.
Cushy as fuck.
Oh yeah, this right here. I've been saving this fucking nug, dude. I don't know what that was. I've been saving this nug. Damn, is that not it? Where? Hold on. I'm gonna look stupid right now.
Not that nug.
Not that nug. Hang on. Hold on, people. Oh. I had one nug. That's that fucking chem sour right there.
Oh, wow.
I really
dog.
wanted to show you just look-wise. That's the look.
Yo,
I've been
this
looking for.
shit got the nose, bro. Yo, we should smoke this. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dog. That smells like
I'll bar it
that
up.
smells like a great time.
'Cause for those
Yeah, I
who
see
don't
Jimmy's
know-
bars out on the
'cause for
block,
those
bro.
who don't know,
He got some bars, bro. Not only is he whipping up delicious, nutritious, and delicious Seamoss, this fool's got bars too
got
on the low
bars.
low.
It's funny.
what I'm saying?
I was with when we were down in Turf Basel, in Miami. I was sitting next to Fields, and I was like kind of sitting back like this, and he was sitting up forward. So I don't think he realized like who was next to him at first. And he was like kind of like rolling a joint, but he was doing something. So he was like kind of struggling. I'm like, yo, you want me to bar that up for you? He was like, oh no, bro, I got it. And he like looked next to me. He was like, oh shit, Jimmy, yeah, you got bars. Bro.
Yeah, bro. Hell yeah. That's what's up,
But yeah,
man.
dude, this right here,
This shit right here,
it's the look though. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
it's literally him.
That
That's
I
how it's
haven't
supposed to look.
seen. I haven't seen that look.
Yeah, dog.
You know, like White Boy Kev's, that's sour. You know what I mean?
Oh,
But-
Jesus.
Jesus.
It's all good.
Sweet baby Jesus.
It's all good. It's all good.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that
Yeah,
to Jimmy.
yeah.
On that note, we're gonna take a quick break.
What's up, guys? Just want to take a quick second to shout out my sponsors over at Grove Bags. Listen, Grove Bags are hands down the best way to store your cannabis. Forget jars, forget Mylars. Nobody does it like Grove Bags. Listen, it's a 6-layer, non-static bag. State-of-the-art technology. It's gonna keep your weed fresher for longer. It keeps your cannabis between 58 and 62% humidity at all times, the optimal humidity to store cannabis. It's gonna increase your shelf life, help prevent mold, weight reduction. Hands down, it's the best product out there. We don't use anything but Grove Bags at Good Pizza. And especially if your product is in stores, we all know there's some shelf life issues at the stores. This is gonna keep your product lasting longer on those shelves. So when your customer goes to try it, it's gonna be fresh cannabis. Listen, if you wanna store your cannabis the proper way, use Grove Bags. Use promo code PIZZA with 3 Z's. That's PIZZZA. Tell them Good Pizza sent you.
Jimmy, what's the next 5-10 years look like for you, my bro?
All right, so I am working on right now getting all of my products, my current products, the Seamoss Sorbet, and the Elderberry Elixir. Working on getting all 3 of those products to co-manufacturing facilities and nationwide marketing, distribution. We in New York, so we had to get some sign.
Hell yeah, bro.
I almost hope y'all hear that because it's like the
Me
ambiance.
too, man.
Adds to the ambiance.
It is, bro.
But yeah, I think the next 5 years for me.
You know.
I know the next 5 years are looking like me building all of these brands up to an exit strategy. You know, my exit
Hell yeah.
strategy would be, you know, I could see building up Seamoss Sorbet and maybe attracting a company like Ben & Jerry's, Haagen-Dazs, because Haagen-Dazs just bought them, but, you know, attracting something like that. I could see that, you know, and, you know,
I can totally see that, bro.
selling off some of my brands or,
That's
you know,
a fact.
and you know, some people may look at that as like a, you know, sellout situation, but, you know, I look at it like, you know, I'm building this up, you know, my main goal in life, right? And I mean, it is all aligned with the next 5-10 years. You know, I want to be able to travel. I want to be able to create take these products around the world.
Yeah.
You know, I was talking to Ryan last night, Doja. You know, like I want to, as soon as I seen him do the lounge over there in
Dog,
Spain,
big influence, bro.
I'm like, yo, I want to get the fucking Seamoss to Spain. You know, so.
Hey, that's your guy. Not for nothing.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you're gonna do it.
Absolutely. You know, it wouldn't be nothing, you know? So.
Yeah.
So getting these products around the globe and being able to travel, experience life. I wanna be able to grow. Deep down, I am a grower.
Yeah.
I got a green thumb like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bro. Like my house looks like a jungle.
Mine too. That's for my wife.
You know?
Mine too. I love plants and life.
My house
around me.
really looks like a jungle.
Dog, well, I'm gonna stop you right there. I'm gonna interject. Like, yo, bro, like, ain't nothing wrong with an exit, bro. Like, not everybody wants to do something forever. Like,
Right.
there's nothing wrong with an exit, bro.
Right.
Like, that's what that's where you build business, to
And
exit eventually.
I look at it like this, right? I build up Seamoss Sorbet for the next few years and get to, you got your, I'm gonna use your poker right here. So,
I got,
what, you got a
I got
thicker
the
one?
fat boy too.
Oh,
Yeah, take the fat boy.
so, you know, I look at
Shout
it
out
like
to
this.
Doobies for lacing me up.
Hey, that's fire. Shout out to
They're
Doobies.
yeah, they're fire, bro.
I need some of these.
Hell yeah, I'll get you some, bro.
So, you know, I build this up and Haagen-Dazs comes in like, yo, I'll give you $1 billion for this.
Yeah,
you know
see
what
you
I can do
later.
with $1 billion?
Hell, you dig?
I'll start a billion more companies.
You feel me?
know, and
Come on, bro.
I want to create opportunities, man. Like,
Yeah.
I want to create opportunities for people to have access to healthy products, but in creating these brands and products, you're also creating employment opportunities. You know, like I'm going down to Grenada
100%.
next month to like really lock in with the the spot I get the Seamoss from. You
Where's
know what I mean?
Grenada? Where's that?
Grenada's South Caribbean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Grenada, St. Lucia, that's where
Gotcha.
a lot of the Caribbean Seamoss.
Okay.
You know, and I mean Seamoss is all over, man. You know, and people claim.
Is there any better Seamoss? I think I've been hearing this.
I've gotten samples from around the fucking world.
Okay,
I've gotten
what's the
samples
consensus?
From Peru. I've gotten samples from Tanzania.
Okay.
I've gotten samples from like Vietnam, Asia, out that way.
Sure.
I
Any
mean,
significance in any of it?
I personally feel the one that I have is the superior. You know?
From Grenada?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good deep water, you know, Seamoss. A lot of the stuff on the market is like shallow water grown, farmed, kind of.
Interesting.
You know, they have.
Shout out to Fugazi.
Hey, the Fugazi.
How you doing?
How you doing? With the rip tip,
You heard?
proper doinks. Oh man. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Those rip tips are just, come on, man.
Yeah.
I missed it. They were set up like right across from
bro.
me last night, and I was just moving.
Yo, we just did our first collab with Proper, not with Rip Tips, but with Proper.
Nice.
And we dropped our fucking good pizza tips.
That's amazing, man.
Yeah, dude.
You got
it was dope. Shout out to all my patrons, man. Y'all been lighting my store up today, dog. I dropped it early for my patrons today.
Oh yeah?
For my Soldier and Up tiers, and then tomorrow we're doing the official drop on the site. But yeah, dude, it was sick, bro. Oh, bro.
Yo, listen, I'm all about collabs.
Yeah, dude, we gotta do a collab, bro.
I'm all about
We gotta
collabs.
do
Like
it.
I love collabs.
The
Like
best.
So look at this, right? So I did a collab with the elderberry elixir that first year, 2021. Fast forward this past year, like I ended up taking over the company.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sick,
so it's
bro.
like, and
This-
collabs are how you
It's
elevate.
been the year of the lab
Like
for
me and
us.
you do a collab, it's exposing, you know, your network to my network, and my
bro.
network to your
It's-
network. That's
it's
how you
simple math,
expand.
bro.
You
It's
know,
simple
you know
math.
what gets in the way though? You know,
Egos.
Egos, bro.
But I ain't got one of those. I'm 40 years old, dog. I shed my ego years ago, bro. And whatever mushrooms I
40?
took, I've just turned 40, bro.
Damn. I just
And
turned 37.
the ego's damn near gone, bro. It's there a little bit just to keep you in check, you know what I mean? And like,
Because it's not worth it. You know what
it's
I'm
not
saying?
worth it. It's not worth
It's
it.
not worth it. You
don't need it.
You really get to see like life from a different perspective because you're like, all right, you know, you realize how valuable your time is.
Yeah.
You know, I think that's really what it is. When you realize how valuable your time is, you know, your ego definitely comes down a little bit. You know, because you're not like,
That's a fact.
yo, I can't wait to hit this. I
Yo.
haven't smoked it in a minute because I've been holding on to it.
Let me ask you this, Jimmy.
Hit me.
Is there any myths or shit you calling bullshit on in the cannabis industry that you can just share with the people? Maybe for like a newcomer that's kind of in the industry and like, yo, what you calling bullshit on out there? Whether it be cannabis related or Seamoss related.
I mean, there's a lot of bullshit with Seamoss. I'll touch on that.
Please.
You know, there's a lot of bullshit with Seamoss. It's like people claim it's the Dr. Sebi approved. Much respect to Dr. Sebi, you know what I mean?
No doubt.
For bringing a lot of light to it, you know?
Yeah.
It, like America, you know, I don't believe
For
he
sure.
discovered it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
People
yeah.
have been using it forever.
Come on now.
He just amplified it. So, you know, much respect to him. But, you know, people make a lot of wild claims about Seamoss.
Yeah.
And it's like taking
For
advantage.
sales.
It's taking advantage of the, you know,
The beauty and the magic of that.
yeah. It's like
Fucking-
just because people are naive to it and it's
nature
a
gave
new
us.
thing, you know, doesn't mean we should be,
Extorting it.
yeah.
Pimping it. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't cool.
Because I see ads all the time, like, about not wanting to, you know, oh, don't eat the fake Seamoss. I'm starting to see it with the shit, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, don't, watch out for fake shit, watch out for fake. And it's like,
Yeah, dude.
that's like putting like propaganda out there because I haven't seen any fake Seamoss.
Sure.
I feel like people are referring to some of the shallow water grown
Yeah.
farm as like fake, and it's not.
Yeah.
It's not
It's
fake.
not fake.
It's grown in the ocean.
Yeah, right.
It's just not grown naturally at the bottom where
Got it.
you
Got
know,
it,
where
got
it
it.
gets more of its minerals
I
from
got
the
you.
rocks. and
Yeah,
stuff
that
like
makes sense. That makes sense.
So, I mean, in the cannabis industry, my only gripe right now is fuck people smoking spray packs for.
Yeah, dog.
I mean, come on.
Yo, doggy, since I asked that question on every show, and that has been the fucking highlight answer for a while, and I'm glad it is. I don't care, like, whatever the answer is. If it's a problem, let's keep hammering fucking down on it, because people need to know, like,
I mean,
that shit's sad, bro, because, like, the youth, and, like, you can't tell the youth shit. The youth run it, man, I get it, and I understand why, because they grew up on vapes, bro. They grew
Yeah.
up on these fruity
Right,
terps,
right.
fake terps.
So why not
It's
dump
regular.
the
It's regular.
vape juice on
Makes
your weed?
sense, dude.
Right.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I mean, not to me, but I understand.
Weed is not supposed to taste like cinnamon toast crunch.
No,
You know
or
what I mean?
marshmallows or graham crackers or you
Right.
fucking fill in the blank.
Oh my
But,
gosh.
Let's get into a headier topic.
Alright.
Let's talk some terps, Jimmy. It's time for you to hit us with your top 3 strains of all time. We're gonna go one old school, one new school, something you fucking with, and a desert island strain. You stuck on the island with your Seamoss and one strain, sir. What you got?
I've been thinking about this in preparation.
Everybody
I've
does.
been thinking
Everybody
about this in
does.
preparation. And I've been talking to Carter, you know, my brother,
Yeah.
weed nerd, you know what I mean?
No doubt, no
He's
doubt.
like, no, but Jim, but this, but
Yeah, he'll have you second guessing your
I
shit.
know. So, all right. So wait, what's the 3?
So let's start with old school.
Old
Back
school.
in the day.
Okay, so back in the day, see, I wanted to let it flow, right? And this is what's coming.
Let it flow, brother.
So back in the day, I had a blueberry.
Okay.
At that time, I had a blueberry, and I was a kid. I was getting this from a big homie, like, and you know, selling it to my friends.
I was a kid last time I had blueberry, for sure. For sure.
That blueberry that was like, it almost looked dark blue. It had smelled like a blueberry factory in your pocket.
That's a fact, bro.
Like you had a little, because we didn't have no jars of it. We had little fucking 20 bags, dime bags. You had that in your pocket, you smelled like you had a blueberry muffin just reeking in your pocket. Fire. I had that and a juicy fruit that smelled and tasted like
that
juicy fruit
was
bubble
raw,
gum.
bro. Had
So-
that once.
I would have to say that blueberry for an old school because it was
Okay.
just really.
I'm not mad at that at all, bro.
Because like it's different.
It was
you know,
the first of
everybody
its kind,
says
I feel
sour, haze, and you know all these things. But, like that was the first real. And this is what I was talking to Carter about. Excuse me. That was the first real like terp. You know, before that it was like there was like the BCs, the Jacks were coming around and shit like that. But
this was that was exotic, bro.
that was exotic.
That was an exotic
super
terp.
exotic.
Like-
that was super exotic. And then after that, you know, so I would say blueberry, just because I reminisce
But
on that a lot.
I ain't mad at that at all,
I reminisce
bro.
on that a lot. 'cause
How
that
about
was just fire blueberry.
how about the island? What's coming to the island with Jimmy?
That one, as much as I want to say Skittles, I have to say headbands.
Okay, a different gas variation. I dig that. It's usually Skittles or OG. You know what I'm saying?
It's just
Headband.
headband.
Beautiful.
When I was
Sour and OG.
well, yeah, when
You
I
know
was
what I'm saying?
best of both worlds. When I was in
Yeah.
LA, the homie Rocket, shout out to Rocket wherever you
Shout out to Rocket.
Yo.
He hold it down.
That headband, I always tell people, so like when I was moving that, right? Yo, if I pulled up on you and was like, smell this turkey, right? Yo, I got this fire sour. Then on you that you'd be like, wow, this is the most bubonic sour ever.
Yeah.
If I came to you a week later and was like, yo, smell this, I got some crazy OG right now. So now you'd be like, yo, that's a crazy OG.
Yeah.
It was literally like a placebo effect. It was so
For
sour OG that it was
Oh, you talk about, but you really
right.
went the headband.
It was
Got
the
you.
same. It was the headband.
Yeah. Your
was
mind will
same
just
headband.
take you to the Turks.
Right.
Yeah,
if I told you it
for
was
sure.
sour, you would lean more
Because you
towards
teed
sour.
me up. Yeah, for sure.
If I told you it was OG, you would totally think it was OG.
Yeah, bro.
It was bananas. But so that would be the Desert Island. I would smoke that headband all day.
I love that answer. Something new you fucking with.
Something new. Something new. I mean, I definitely. I don't know. I mean, I like some of the Z crosses, definitely.
Okay.
I like some of the Z crosses. Trying to think of something like new that I've had. I like the new OGs that are coming out.
Hey, that
You
could
know,
be that could be it right there.
The new OGs,
Yeah.
that Triple X.
Yeah.
You know, I mean,
Oh,
even
okay, Cadre.
Yeah, you know, shout
Let's
out
go.
to Cadre.
Shout out
you
to
know?
Cadre, man.
Shout out to Cadre.
Fuck
I was
yeah, my
just
family.
saying. You know, I see them posting the bars. I'm like, oh, I gotta get out.
Oh,
there
yeah,
and have a little
HB's
roll.
fucking-
HB got them
she's
bars.
goddamn-
I told her we're gonna have a little roll
She's
up.
a problem, dog.
Yep.
She out here, bro. She out here cutting papers. I mean, you getting glue on the edge with it.
Crazy. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
that's that Kim
yeah, I'm
Sour.
excited for this. That's what's up, bro. So yo, if you could bring back any strain, what would it be? This shit going too, bro. Like, nobody has it.
Yeah.
You know it. I know it.
And wait, on the headband. So Tony Mendo recently posted a 707 headband.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
I hope he's got some out here.
He FaceTimed me and showed me.
Wow.
He
man.
actually, it's funny though, because he actually FaceTimed me to show me his new
is dope.
sunglasses.
Hell yeah.
But I was like, yo,
I
you're
gotta get
talking
him
about
on the show,
sunglasses,
bro.
I'm like, you talking about sunglasses? What about that headband you just posted?
Yeah, fuck all that shit,
Yeah.
bro. We talking about.
He's like, yo, look at these shades. I'm like, yo, what about the headband? But yeah, no, you definitely gotta have the hogs on here.
I had Fields.
Right.
I need to get fucking the other boys, Tony.
Tony's a
And John
great-
Doe. John Doe's fucking
Tony's
hilarious.
great with
Yo,
conversation.
yeah, Tony's fucking nuts, dude. I love this guy, bro. I
Oh,
fucking love Tony.
absolutely.
And I heard he spits, bro. Like, I don't know who
Yo.
it was. I think it was like John Capetti. He's like, bro, I was at his farm and this dude just starts fucking
No.
spitting, bro.
No, I
and
will
he's
co-sign
nice.
that. I will
And he's
co-sign
nice.
that.
I'm like, yo, Tony
had a
Mendo
couple-
spits, bro.
I had a couple homies back in the day that would
Cypher
spit.
with 'em?
No. Like, I'm talking back in high school.
Yeah.
I had a couple homies that would spit, and like, you know when like this is like your boy, you know him, and he starts spitting
Yeah.
and shit, and you're like, he's not even on beat and shit. You're
yeah,
like,
come on, bro. Stop, dude.
so Tony can spit bars, like.
So I've heard, yo, this is nice, bro. Fucking with that. Thank you for saving that and sharing it with me, my friend.
Cheers.
Cheers, indeed. So what you bringing back, bro?
Wow, what am I
What you bringing back,
back?
Playboy? He went back to the headband, bro. I don't know. You might bring back that 707, the real one, the old one?
I know. I mean, honestly, I would probably bring back that headband.
Yeah, just bring that back.
Yeah,
bro.
nobody's got it.
Because you told me your answer already. You had to keep talking about it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we'll
headband,
go with
we
that
bringing
one.
it back. That's easy.
If you could smoke with two people, one that's still with us, one that's no longer with us, who would they be?
I would like to smoke. Currently, I definitely want to sit and chop it up with Redman.
Oh, solid.
I definitely want to smoke with Redman.
That might have been the first time Reggie Noel came up.
You know, I actually like me and Branson been locked in for a minute now. You know,
Yeah,
a little over a
word.
year, and
That's
I'm like,
not
I
as-
said to him, It was right around my birthday. I was like, yo, I was like, listen, I might have to ask a favor.
Let's go. Yeah, hey.
He's like, I mean, I ain't talked to homie in a minute. He's like, but I'll reach out to him. I'm like, all right, cause that, cause I know Reggie's on his health game and shit
Yeah,
like that.
definitely.
Yo,
Oh, you guys would click.
You see his Instagram, bro? He's
Yeah,
jumping
dude.
out planes.
Yeah, he's living
Jumping
life,
out
bro.
planes, Dr.
He on his midlife shit, bro. He's on his midlife shit.
Yo,
I get it.
it's
I'm kind of
amazing.
going through the same shit, bro. It's
Yeah.
weird. That 40
Yeah.
number's weird. That fourth floor gets weird.
Yeah.
In a good way, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
still
yeah.
weird. Like, it's good weird.
But yeah,
That's fire.
I want to smoke with Redman. He's been one of my favorite artists forever.
Hell yeah. Same, bro. Come on, bro. We put Jersey on the map, bro. We wasn't shit without Redman. You heard? Queen Latifah and did her thing, but like,
Yeah.
Redman was
Yeah, but
Jersey, bro. Like, nobody was
even
screaming
knew,
Jersey.
Yeah, nobody even knew that
Nobody
a lot of
knew.
the people from Jersey are from Jersey.
Yeah, bro. It's
Right?
crazy. It's crazy. And we've been blackballed for some reason in rap. Like, we got so much talent. But it's just like, anyway, back to you, bro. Back to you. So that's alive. Who would you, that's no longer with us. Who would you smoke with?
I'd probably say Bob. I'd say Bob.
Yeah, that's a sound answer.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why wouldn't I want to just,
Great answer.
Bob Marley and Redman cipher?
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
That would be crazy.
What's your smoking weed or anything weed related pet peeve? What grinds your gears, Jimmy?
When people hit the fucking joint like a fucking 80s fucking woman hitting a Virginia Slim.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, dude, if I pass you this, please don't hit it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's a
don't
fucking
do that.
Virginia Slim back
Don't
in
do
the
that.
day. You know?
Literally the same answer Lorenzo gave me yesterday.
Word?
Yeah, swear to God, bro, that comes up a lot. It comes
Oh,
up.
man.
For like the real joint smokers, like we smoke nice joints.
I was
We
just
roll
down
nice
in Mexico
joints.
for a wedding, right?
Yeah.
I go to leave.
Somebody murdered you?
No. I go to leave. I brought doinks.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And like when you pull these out in front of people who don't really smoke like that,
Like, oh my God.
they're like,
Whoa. What is that? Assault weapon?
I mean, this is like lighting a fucking cohiba.
Straight up. This is a special
They're like,
occasion now.
whoa.
It's a regular cipher
They're like,
for the homies.
They're like, you smoke a couple of these in a day? You smoke this all by yourself?
This math ain't mathin', bro.
They're like, you smoke this by yourself? I'm
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah, you want to hit?
yeah.
What's good, homie? What's good?
So, yeah.
That's fire, bro.
Oh, but anyway, so
Oh, yeah, so you smoke with Bob?
So I go to leave. I'm on my way out of Mexico. I had one hash roll left. I go sit with the homie at his. He was like, "Yo, pull up to Airbnb if you got some time." I was like, "All right." So I pulled up, smoking a joint, and he's like, "Yo, this is like a whole experience." You know, like this
Yeah.
is not like.
Yeah, that's cool.
You know what I mean? This is
That's
not
fucking
like
cool.
light shit. Like this is, he was like, he's somebody that probably just like smokes a bowl.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean?
no
or
doubt.
like smokes a little joint. You know?
Yeah.
It really is. It's
Yeah,
an experience. I would say 2 years ago, stopped smoking for like 3-4 months.
Okay.
Just like on some cleanse
Sure.
shit. And I do periodic like fasts from like food too, 3-day, 5-day.
Sure.
And it's like when you stop doing it, it really enlightens you to like, all right, I abuse the fuck out of this. Whether it's food, weed, whatever, It's like, so I try to smoke with a little more intention. You know what I mean?
Same.
Because we definitely
And we're older, bro.
abuse the fuck out of it.
We only have so many more joints we can smoke.
Right.
Like in real life.
Right.
It's a sad reality. But then I got Rosin waiting for me around the corner. Me and
Right.
Roz are just gonna be like, come here, little buddy.
Right.
It's you and me now, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
That's what it is. I just love smoking flower. You feel me? But yeah,
Me too.
man.
Me too.
What's your favorite place to smoke?
I mean, I definitely like smoking and driving.
What's your favorite stoner food?
Favorite stoner food?
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound like a fucking like healthy dickhead pothead, but lately I take my thing for a minute now. Actually, all right, I'll say this: my favorite stoner food for probably the longest period of time, because this new snack is new, but like my thing at night with smoking, I was always like waffles,
Waffles.
freezer waffles,
Yeah, that's good. That's a good snack.
freezer waffles,
I forget they're in there
Fucking
sometimes.
butter and syrup
Yeah,
all over
that's
that
it.
shit.
See you later.
Slapping.
Slap 2 of those and going right to bed.
Easy. 2? Shit. Put like
Nah, I
4
like
of them
four,
things.
4. Yo, my daughter got an ill. Yo, she do the fucking 3. It's a 3-piece.
Yeah?
You do the peanut butter, the Nutella, the sliced strawberries, and the syrup on top with the whipped cream. Like, this is her thing. She smoked too, you know what I'm saying? She's 21. So this is her little high shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
So
she put
lately-
me on. I'm like, yo, Kayla, let me get a bust down. Make me one, dog.
Lately, I take a date,
Okay,
bust it open, take the pit out.
interesting. Where we going?
I put like a few blueberries in it.
Oh,
Put it
okay.
back together. Sunflower butter.
Oh, shit.
Bong.
Damn, dog. I didn't see that coming.
Bong.
Let's
yeah.
go. So let's take
yep,
this a
yep,
step
fine.
further, bro. What's your middle of the night? You're walking through the kitchen, high as a kite.
Yeah.
You're a scumbag and you know it. You see that shit there and it's going down. You're taking the whole fucking thing down, whatever it is. What's your midnight snack guilty pleasure?
Oh, bag of chips.
Bag of chips?
Bag of chips, all
Smacking the whole bag?
Whole bag.
Whole bag. See you later.
Whole bag.
Hell yeah.
Salty.
Hell
Wake
yeah.
up salty, dry as fuck.
Hell yeah. Well, Jimmy, before we do our rapid fire questions and get up out of here, man, if you could go back to the young you, right, and give you some game the day before you hopped off the porch and jumped in the game, what would you tell you?
Oh, I like that. Stack money.
You was fucking it up?
Stack
You
money.
was fucking it up when you was a shorty?
Nah, you know what? My problem was I always left all my money in the game.
Okay, got you.
Always all in.
Yeah, but that is a strategy of some hustlers.
Absolutely.
I like a
But-
little, and then I keep this in the game,
Nope.
not just,
Every
Just in
dollar.
case, yeah, no
Every
doubt.
dollar.
No, I know
when
hustlers
so
like
when
that, bro.
So when I took an L, I took an L.
see, that's why.
Like,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel it though, bro.
you know, I was always all in.
No doubt.
Always all
No
in.
doubt.
Even with
I
the
respect it.
even with the Seamoss shit.
Yo, I respect it,
I
bro.
keep it all 100. Like I fell months behind
But yo,
on
this
mortgage,
shit is what you do it
bills,
with, bro. 'Cause
everything.
you ain't getting popped with this. You ain't losing your stash, right?
Right.
So,
Right.
go all in on this, bro.
Absolutely. Now
You know
this is
what I'm
the thing
saying?
to go all in on.
Yeah, anybody who watches this knows like you made the right move, bro.
Absolutely.
It's fucking moving.
Appreciate that.
Hell yeah. So now we're gonna do some rapid fire questions to get up out of here. Jimmy, these are 1-word answers. Try to keep them 1 word. Mm-hmm. Start whenever you're ready, sir.
Ready.
You like smoking the hot or the cold?
Hot.
Joints or blunts?
Joints.
Bongs or pipes?
Bongs.
Rig or e-rig?
E-rig.
Street smarts or book smarts?
Street smarts.
Fear or respect?
Respect.
Respect or love?
Love.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Toilet paper over or under? How do you set up your toilet paper roll? I'm doing
Over.
so. Over?
Over.
Motherfucker,
Yeah.
another over.
Yeah.
Batman, Superman?
Superman.
Nas or Hove?
Nas.
Piff or sour?
Sour.
Sour headband.
Headband.
What's your favorite Ninja Turtle, sir?
Oh, Raffy.
Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat?
Mortal Kombat.
80s or 90s?
80s.
Coke or Pepsi?
Coke.
Pizza or tacos?
Pizza.
Pizza with pineapples or no pineapples?
No pineapple.
Tacos or burritos?
Tacos.
Nachos or mozzarella sticks?
Nachos.
Okay.
Damn, fire. I like that.
Syrup or syrup?
Syrup.
Beach or snow?
Beach.
Automatic or revolver?
Automatic.
The Wire or The Sopranos?
Sopranos.
Another perfect score, 2 days in a row. Cheetos or Flamin' Hot Cheetos?
Cheetos.
In-N-Out or Five Guys?
Honestly, never had either.
Beach or snow?
Beach.
Bike or skateboard?
Skateboard.
Comedy or horror?
Comedy.
Pacino or De Niro?
De Niro.
Godfather 1, 2, or 3?
1.
Freddie or Jason?
Freddie.
Netflix or YouTube?
I don't really watch either.
Text or phone call?
Phone call.
Jack or Blue Dream for the rest of your life? Here, take a hit, bro.
Oh my
Just
God.
Take it easy, right?
Whoa.
I know that's a stressful question.
That's stressful, right?
They kind of
there.
get bad from here on out. I'm just
Whoa, dog. Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry to do that to you, sir.
Oh my goodness. Jack or Blue Dream. Ah, man. Fucked me up, dog.
For life, dog.
That fucked me up.
I know we got a lot of Terps around here. I just took you back in time and put you in a bad place.
Jack or Blue Dream for life, all day and night.
Yeah, that's it, bro.
Fuck. Probably have to say Blue Dream.
I would too. You okay? You gotta smoke disty carts or smoke last year's outdoor for 1 month straight. What are you doing?
Oh, last year's house.
Yeah, we're only in April. It's not that.
Right? Last year could be.
That should have been everybody's answer so far this year.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Body shot or face shot by Mike Tyson?
Ooh. Body.
Mayweather or Pacquiao?
Pacquiao.
Shot a 151 or a hot dab?
151.
OG or Candy?
OG.
Tupac or Biggie?
Tupac.
Redman or Method Man?
Redman.
I like how fast you answered that.
Absolutely.
Big L or Big Pun?
Ooh. I say Pun.
Styles or Kiss?
Kiss.
Wu-Tang or Death Row?
Wu-Tang.
Oh yeah, again and again.
Oh yeah.
My G. Good shit, bro. Yo, before we get up out of here, man, I love to share with people, the power of networking. How did we meet? And who do you know that I should know to get on the show, right? So we mentioned it earlier, met through the homie Waves. Shout out to Sour Waves.
Sour Waves.
Sour Waves, you gotta get on the show, bro. He the only dude on my intro that's fucking not on the show, bro. He's on the fucking intro for the park last year. I'm like, come on, bro. Nah, we're just trying to put the schedule
cut you
together.
out and put my scene in there.
Yeah, for real, bro.
Yeah.
Come on now. And then who do you know that I should know to get on the show, bro?
I mean, right off top, definitely Tony.
Yeah, hell yeah, Tony, yeah,
Tony
no
Mandel.
doubt.
Yeah,
Get on his line about that, bro. You know he's got the intro or the invite. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And then,
No doubt.
I definitely would like to. I would like to get Branson on here too.
I would like to get him on here too.
I'm sure.
That'd be dope.
I think this would be a great platform to sit and chop it up.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I love interviewing legends and my OGs in the game. You know what I'm saying? And his name. I've been hearing his name since I was like 11 years old, like on rap tapes. You
know
feel
what's
me?
great?
Like, always been in the background.
He, I didn't know too much. You know what I mean? You heard his name.
I knew he was a plug, yeah.
But
or
you
was it
didn't-
weed?
but-
Was he a guy? Like, what? It was so
Was it a
mysterious.
spot?
Was it a spot?
Was Branson just a spot?
Yeah, dog.
You know what
That's
I mean?
what made it so ill, bro.
That's what was very ill about it, and that's the crazy transition that he's making into a world where that's cool. It's cool. You want to be out here on podcasts.
Yeah. Right.
Hey, this is me. This is what I did. This is what I do
dog.
now. So, it's interesting.
Yeah, that's a piece of New York history that needs to be told, bro. You know what I'm saying?
I learned.
Link it up, bro.
I learned about him from him. Which
That's
is
ill.
You know what I mean?
That's ill.
So,
yeah.
shout out
That's
to
what's
him.
up. Yeah, link us up, bro. That'd be dope.
Get Branson on.
Before we dip, man, at this point, plug anything you want to plug for my audience, any way we can help you, any drops you got coming up, please do. Where can people find you? Let the people know.
At Jimmy the Green Giant on Instagram. That's my direct. And all these brands right here are all under me, Jimmy the Green Giant. JimmyTheGreenGiant.com, TheGreenGiantShop.com, both take you to the same place. You get the Seamoss gel, the cream, the shit legit. You get the brands that got Seamoss jar. The sorbet, look out for in stores,
Beautiful.
We're going for Whole Foods.
Love it, man.
Ice cream's not really a direct-to-consumer type product.
Yeah.
But we're working on going nationwide with it.
Hell yeah, man. Congratulations, man. Congratulations on all your success.
Likewise.
Thank you for what you do for the community, bro. Keeping us healthy with the most nutritious and delicious. You heard?
You did.
Jimmy the Green Giant, Seamoss Sorbet. He's got the whole spread right here. Many SKUs for you and your family. Keep everybody healthy. Keep you smoking right. Keep your throat good when you smoking with the Seamoss Sorbet, man. I stand behind this product. You know what I'm saying? Follow my dog. Hit the Patreon. Support the show, man. Peace, love, good pizza. We up out of here.